You go ahead and take us out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TurkPride.tv for tonight's high school football matchup between the hometown Turks and the visiting Wolves of Coupville High School. My name is Dan Baller. I'm joined on the broadcast by my co-host, Brian Atkinson. Brian, how are you?
Hey, welcome. Great Friday night lights.
There we go.
It's a beautiful night here in the Sky Valley.
Turks are taking the field right now in their Columbia blue tops with the navy bottoms, looking sharp out there. I like the new unis.
I like the new unis, and we can actually read the numbers. Thank you very much.
Yes, we do appreciate whoever made the decision on picking the uniforms for. Do you remember? You do remember the dark gray with the navy blue numerals?
Yes, the ones we couldn't read.
That was not a good choice.
And I make sure I point that out every chance I get.
Yes.
I'm not bitter much. I'm
Yeah.
old. I'm just old, everybody.
Exactly.
Well, welcome to the broadcast, everybody.
Yes.
I'll be monitoring the chat room as we go on. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to all our friends from Coupville that are here or watching today.
Yes, I see a small contingent has made their way down off the island to support their team. And looks like we're going to have the national anthem coming up here, Brian, in just a moment.
Well, welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Yeah, it looks like we've got only 4 people on there, and I'm one of them. So.
Well, that's all right, Will. It's early.
But
and there's like across a little, late arriving crowd tonight also too. It's a beautiful night, beautiful summer evening. Hey, great night for football, but it's a great night for barbecue and hanging out on the deck too, if that's what you're choosing to do. So,
well, we've got some.
And
really
you can watch us on TurkPride.tv. You don't have to be here. You can
watch us on Turk. We'd prefer that you be here, but
of course. But you could sit on your deck and have a burger and a beverage, and just watch it on the World Wide Web.
So I have a secret.
Uh-oh. Okay. We're dialing it up to 11 just right from the get-go here?
I have a secret stats person.
Oh, okay.
That does research for me and then sends in the information.
Very cool.
And last week I talked about Randy Carberry being Sultan's all-time leading rusher.
Yes. I did see something about that.
And we're going to talk a little bit about it. I don't know how close Derek Feltner is, but he's got to be getting close to being the number 1 rusher.
Yeah, that's. I think I did read that. I saw an email that came through with some background information on that.
So we can compare it, contrast tonight if it comes up. But we do have the old Cascade Conference rivals of Coupville coming in tonight.
Yep, we do. Coupville has been, like you said, the old Cascade Conference. It's sure changed a lot, though. A lot of the schools that we used to have in there are no longer there. We used to have Archbishop Murphy. We used to have Coupville. We used to have Lakewood. None of those schools do we play consistently anymore. So just a lot of
Lakewood's gone. Lakewood. Up into the Northwest Conference.
Archbishop has been out for a while. Coupville
Archbishop plays
out.
a Westco football schedule, and everything else Northwest Conference, I believe.
Yeah, so the old Cascade Conference kind of got split up, sliced, diced, and went their different directions.
Got our offensive line being...
the offensive starters are being introduced over there on the far side of the field. We're on the visitor side. Our perspective, we're looking over at the home field stand from our perspective here.
And I love it here in the Turk Pride Tower.
In the Turk Pride, I like that. Or we can also refer this as to the palatial studios. Right?
Well, I wanted to call it the Brian Atkinson Broadcasting Center, but they said they can't do it because I make too much money.
Well, that is hampering our ability to improve the broadcast. Is the tremendous salary that we're paying for you.
Yeah, for the 13 people out there that are listening, I don't make anything. Just so you know. Which is fine.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I will do it. I will do it for free. Okay. And it's not like I haven't. Every year, one school has tried to lure me away to go do this for them.
Yeah. Now, are you a free agent this year, or are you still under contract?
I'm still under contract. I am hashtag Turks first when it comes to TurkPride.tv.
There you go.
Baseball season is a whole other thing.
Yeah. No, I know you'd love to do more if you just didn't have to work and earn a living. You could do this all the time, right?
I would just love to just run around
all day long, right?
Do this for all the different schools out there.
Move from one sport to the next and one booth to the next, right? All right, we are going to have the national anthem now, so we'll take a brief break.
Yep.
Put on by the Sultan High School Band. All right, Star Spangled Banner, courtesy of the Sultan High School Marching Band under the direction
Absolutely.
of Ms. Jill Sumter. All right, so we are ready to get started here, Brian. Now you have one kind of leg up on me here because I had a prior commitment 2 weeks ago and was not able to be here 2 weeks ago for the Turks home opener. So this is my first time seeing them yet this season. So maybe for people like myself, who are the ones to watch? Who are the players to watch for looking at things? I know that
you've got number 17, Derek Feltner. But there's more than that. You have Hayden Murphy, you have Caden Keeler, you have
Keegan Hummel.
Keegan Hummel doing a lot of the return duty. You've got, Julio Vargas, Junior Vargas. He Mr. Electric out there. He's a sophomore this year.
Breck Bush, I know we called his name a lot last year.
Breck Bush was hurt a lot of last year, but he's back this year wearing a new number.
Good.
But a number for you guys to watch on defense is number 5, Ben Dilger.
Yeah, we were chatting about that before the broadcast.
And he is dynamic.
One to watch. All right.
He's dynamic on offense, and he's very dynamic on defense when you get a chance to see him.
All right, and the opening kickoff.
Windmill Espresso kickoff.
Short, fielded by the Wolves, but dropped on the ground.
Turks may have gotten.
No, they signal that it is Coupville ball, but short kick, recovered on the 35-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wolves. And we'll get the first opportunity to see the Turks defense.
All right. Well, I'll be monitoring the chat room as we go along. We've got 23 of you out there in the chat room.
And coming in to this game, again, we look at the record. Sultan coming into this game at 2-0. Really just been kind of mowing over their opponents. Have only given up 3 points in total in 2 games.
Yeah.
Winning 48-3 in their opener and 40-0 last week.
Do you know how I get through Friday nights here? I go to the roundabout in Startup and between Startup and Sultan, and I get some of Maria's tacos.
There you go. Good stuff right there. Handoff on the left side.
That's number 28.
28, excuse me.
It's a Johnny Porter, 5'11" junior for Coupville. Looks like he's going to have a gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, about 2. It's going to be second
two and a half.
2nd and 8 for the Wolves from the Turks' 38-yard line.
2 and 8. 2nd and 8. 2 and a long 7.
Yeah, long 7 probably. It's probably a little closer.
Looks like they're coming out in a shotgun with a single back, and I'll bet you they're going to run the ball up the middle again here.
Man in motion, number 3.
Nope, that's going to be a pitch. And it's going to be good for 1 yard gain.
And that's Porter again.
Porter again, yep.
Number 28, so he's had the first 2 carries here for the Wolves. Wolves coming into this game 0-2. They have played, first game was in Clajoya. They lost that game 28-25, so a close game in their opener. And then last week played South Whidbey at Langley, and they came up with a short end of a 48-28 score. All right, it's going to be 3rd and about 6 for the Wolves.
Third and a long 6
long
coming
6,
up.
yeah. And right across from our vantage point. Back to pass. Over on the left side in the flat, hits an open receiver. That's
going to be good for a first down.
It is. Fumbled, but he's out of bounds. The catch was good, and that's going to move the stick.
That's number 88 or
84, I believe.
84. That's Skylar Sand. He's a 6'1". We're going to say 6'1". He's not.
It
6'10".
says 6'10".
Yeah, he's a tight end. He's a tight end, and of course our quarterback for the Wolves is Captain Logan Downs. He's a 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
All right. And pass over on the other side. Oh, dropped.
Pass intended for Chase Anderson, a 5'11" sophomore.
And he had it. He just didn't hang on to it, and he had some open room. He could have gotten some decent yardage on that, but incomplete. Beautiful night for football. Actually, almost a little on the warm side. Got up almost a 90 today at kickoff. I would say we're probably in the low 80s.
Well, it looks like you got Breck Bush is out there playing one side, and number 11 is Connor Talick is playing the other DB side, the other corner. Oh, that's going to be offsides.
Yep. Number 9.
Hayden, that's a mental error on Hayden Murphy's part.
Murphy jumped and got into the neutral zone, so they're going to move it forward 5 and replay that down.
Well, that may change the play call on that.
It very well could. It goes now to 2nd and 5.
Hey, make sure you guys are watching the banners on the bottom of your screen. Those are our great sponsors here at TurkPride.tv.
Yep.
Great sponsors like the one you see right now, Sultan Pharmacy.
And we appreciate all the support to bring this broadcasting to you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Under pressure throws. Oh, boy. That would have been a pick 6 right there, Brian.
I don't have a number 88 on my...
Number 88 for the Wolves.
I do not have a number 88.
Nor do I. So, again, we apologize in advance. The roster that we were provided doesn't seem to have all the players, so we do apologize for that.
So he's number 88?
All right, but that was almost intercepted. A couple more steps, and we
Connor was right.
Connor was 6 on that
Connor was right on that.
Yeah.
So big third down, 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yep, first big test for the Turks defense right here. Back to pass. Under pressure, still scrambling on his feet.
He's going
to get it. He's going to get the first down. Nice nimble footwork there by Logan Downs, the quarterback, number 7, the senior captain, scampering forward for a first down for the Wolves.
You've got 30 of you out there watching?
I am mistaken.
Oh,
our angle
wow.
was at we're 4th down.
Well, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, our angle was not the greatest. It looks like he stepped out of bounds quite a bit sooner than it looked like from our vantage point. So it is 4th down and 2. I would say a long 1, short 2. Hand off down the right side over the right tackle. It breaks through, and that one is going to be for a first down. So that will move the sticks as the Wolves convert on 4th and 2. All right.
Don't forget about Boys and Girls Club of Snohomish County.
There you go.
They're a nonprofit organization providing young people ages 15 to 18 with a safe and positive place to spend their time before and after school. And during the summer, stay tuned to hear about upcoming activities here locally in the Sultan Boys and Girls Club.
You know, and that's so important these days. You hear about all the problems that kids get into and just having positive activities, you know, whether you're involved in athletics.
There's a flag on the play. Looks like we got holding on the play, so that changes the whole dynamic.
Now it goes, oh boy, yeah.
We're so busy talking and we didn't even see.
We got to pay attention here.
Yeah.
Well,
this is our first time working together.
Yeah, we're got to shake the rust off here, a little bit. And it's a flea flicker. And caught. First down. Nice play there, a little razzle-dazzle by the Wolves.
Yeah, that's an amazing play there. That worked.
It did.
It worked.
It did. It worked.
That was thrown by number 3, Chase Anderson. He threw that ball, and it was completed there to.
All right, so we got first down here.
Number 34 caught that, I believe.
First down for the Wolves. Hand off to number 23. Got a flag on the play.
Yeah, we got another hold.
Yep. And that one's going to come back. right in the area that you would expect holding to be the call.
Yeah, I'm gonna march him back.
And again, we're still early in the season, so you're still seeing some of these mistakes.
Well, like you said earlier, the Turks come in 2-0. They easily handled Vashon last week. It was Vashon. I don't think. I mean, the only first downs they got were by penalties. It seemed like.
Wow. Yeah, 40-0. I mean, what a pretty lopsided
I
affair.
don't think they were in the red zone all day.
Well, I think as you look, like I said, coming in this game, on paper, for what it's worth, I mean, this looks to be a mismatch. But so far, Coupville's had a nice first drive here. They're just kind of chunking their way down the field.
I think the Turk defense is a little underrated right now. I think that'll prove out to them as the season goes by. But it's the offense is sudden strike offense.
Pass D overthrown. Intended for number 34 for the Wolves. Hunter Bronick.
Hunter Bronick.
Hunter Bronick, and incomplete.
We're sorry if we hash that up.
Inadvertently, mispronounce your son's name.
He's a 106 foot, 175 pound junior.
And we want to welcome, like you said earlier, Brian, welcome all the fans from Coupville. I know it's a little bit of a trek to get down here on a Friday with the ferries.
They're pretty well represented for this on a Friday night.
It is Friday night and fighting ferry traffic and everything else. So for those of you that are joining us, we welcome.
They are not scared to throw the ball.
No, they aren't. Rolling out. And
that's going to be picked off.
Intercepted.
Oh, you know it. That is going to be Breck Bush Breck Bush with the interception.
Did I say watch Breck Bush tonight? Right there he goes, making me look like a hero right there.
Well, Breck, he coming back from an injury from last year, and he has been playing well. Mm-hmm. Of course, he's got a new number this year. He was number 20. Yeah. Now he's number 3.
Number 3. All right, so we're going to get a first chance to see the offense of the Turks, which has just been a juggernaut so far this season, rolling up 88 points in their first 2 games.
Well, 9:44 left to go here in the first period. That's due to the fact that Coupville was throwing the ball quite a bit.
They were, yeah. They weren't afraid to throw it.
Mr. Electric in motion. They're going to pass.
Oh, and he's dropped.
Keeler goes down.
Yeah, Keeler goes down. So nice pressure there by the Wolves on the interior part of the defensive line, and they get to Keeler for a sack.
It's entirely underrated the fact that he was able to hold on to the ball. Mm-hmm. And he lost 4 yards. Could have been worse. He could have, he just ate the ball and said, okay.
Yeah, let's just not fumble it down deep in your own red zone. Okay, the Turks are now sitting back on their own 13-yard line, second and 14.
So far, the defensive line for Coupville, the Sultan offensive line is young this year. There he goes. Oh, Feltner!
Hey,
there goes the Feltner Express!
Nice.
He's to the 30, the 20, the 10.
Touchdown Turks.
Touchdown Turks.
Wow, Feltner, great run. $87-yard rush for Mr.
Nobody
Feltner.
Within 20 yards of him when he crossed the goal line.
Yeah, he just broke loose, and it was home for the races there. Nobody was going to catch him.
Okay, now I have a new rule.
Oh, a new rule?
Landon Bauer-Gailey is going to kick the extra point. I'm not allowed to talk about how many times he makes it in a row because I jinx him.
I see. Okay.
But he's going to make this.
She just broke your own rule.
I know.
Just broke her. And it's good.
Remember, I always talk to you about adventures in kicking, right?
Yes, adventures in punting, adventures in kicking, yes.
And Junior Vargas has been handling the punting duties for the Turks, but they haven't really punted. I think they've only punted 3 or 4 times this year.
Well, yeah, when you score pretty much every time, your punter doesn't get a lot of work. All right, so the Turks jump out to a quick 7-0 lead, 8:46 remaining in the first.
Attention, Sky Valley residents. Are you looking for a fitness center that offers something for everyone? Are you, Dan?
I probably could use it. Let's put it that way.
Look no further than JB Fitness on Main Street in Sultan. We have a wide range of class options, including our newest addition, Aerial Yoga. Plus, we have classes specifically designed for kids and seniors like me. And with 24/7 access, you can work out your own schedule. Please don't forget about Kids Club, available throughout the week. Check the schedule for times. Come see us, JB Fitness Family, today and see the difference it can make in your life.
There you go. All right. Another fine sponsor there on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. So that was quick. 2 plays, Turks score. First play was a sack. Then the second play was an 87-yard run.
I told you, they quick strike offense.
I guess so. All right, so it's going to be
Underrated right now, I think an underrated defense and a prolific
very
quick
explosive.
strike offense.
A short little kick, again, fielded cleanly by the upback, and he's going to go up about the 49-yard line. Coupville's own 49 is where they will begin, 1st and 10.
And hey, Dan, have you ever been to the Startup Event Center?
I have, on numerous occasions.
Yeah, the Sky Valley Arts Council and volunteers have restored the historic Startup Gym back into service as a community event center. Sky Valley Arts Council provides information on arts and heritage events, activities, and venues in the Skycomish Valley of Washington State.
There we go. All right, 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Shotgun formation. Handoff to number 28 over the left side. Breaks through the first line into the linebackers. And still on his feet. Nice run by that young man. And he takes it out over the 45 to about the 44-yard line.
Impressive number 28.
Yeah, hard
Johnny
running.
Porter.
Yeah, Johnny Porter running really hard. He's been the workhorse thus far for the Wolves. And
we're up to 43 people watching.
There we go. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends. TurkPride.tv, we're here. Supporting the Turks as they take on the Wolves.
After the next play, I'll tell you some cool news.
Porter again over the left side, still on his feet, and dragging people down. Nice run again by that young man.
We are back to being a member of the NFHS network.
Wow. I see that we have their logo down there on the bottom of the screen.
So essentially that just means that you don't want to watch us on TurkPride.tv. You can pay for the subscription on NFHS network and
right.
watch it on the Huddle Cam. Of course, you don't get the dulcet tones of Dan Baller
and Brian Atkinson and Coach Brian Atkinson. No, you don't. Well,
yes, we're still working on that.
We're working on that. Oh, what does that mean, that you're going to have to renegotiate your contract for even more money?
0 times 0 is 0.
Back to pass.
Oh, that's a nice ball.
And touchdown. Wow. And the Wolves strike quickly. So
that's number 23 for the Wolves, Aiden O'Neill, with the touchdown pass from Logan Downs.
Yeah, Downs just dropped it right in there on a dime, boy. He hit
that was an impressive throw. I mean, you heard me calling it. I go, that's a good throw. He had a step on the defender.
There wasn't a lot of space to drop that ball in there, and he did just drop it right in where it had to be for the completion and 6. So PAT upcoming for the Wolves, trying to tie this thing up.
We've got Icarus 801, and he is a definite Monty Edwards fan. Monty Edwards is number 61 for the Turks. He's our starting center. And Giselle Guzman's in Reno, Nevada. Go Sergio, number 15. I believe Sergio's playing on the offensive line tonight.
So the PAT is good, and we are tied, Brian, here. 752 remaining in the first.
That is here's just a little stat for everybody out there. That is the first offensive or any touchdown that the Turks have allowed this year.
Correct. They've up until then they'd only given up a field goal. So first touchdown allowed thus far this season for the Turks.
So far, some observations from me. The offensive line and the defensive line for the Coupville Wolves is pretty darn good.
Coupville's made a good showing of themselves thus far. Now again, we're not even halfway through the first quarter yet, but so far, I've been surprised that Coupville has been hanging with the Turks.
No, I'm not.
And like I said, other than Coupville did threaten on their first drive, but there was an interception down there, or otherwise, the score could be a little bit different than it is right now. All right, Coupville back to kick.
The reason that they're so good at executing is because there's not a whole lot to do in Coupville. That is such a that is such a long trip.
Yes. Oh, that's an onside kick. Kind of caught the Turks by surprise.
Ball's running around.
And we got a big scrum there, big rugby scrum. And the Wolves recover. So taking the chances there. Coupville rolling the dice and saying, hey, we're 0-2. Let's take some chances here and see if we can get something going. So
we got the big guy online tonight, Matt Deason.
Watching. Oh, Mr. Deason, welcome. Welcome to the broadcast. All right, so an onside kick is successful for the Wolves. They're going to find themselves 1st and 10 on the Turks 45.
Well, I think, they're doing a pretty good job of slowing the run down, but the play action game for Coupville's been working really well. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to get some pressure on that quarterback. Like I said, they are not afraid to throw it.
No, that's out. So, yeah, Coupville is between their quarterback and then number 28, Johnny Porter. They've had a good balance of pass and run so far, kind of keeping the Turks off balance, not really knowing what to tee off.
Well, he's about 50-60% on his throws.
Mm-hmm.
He does have a pick to his name already.
Correct. And that last pass was not a real good-looking pass. But the one in the end zone that he had in the last drive
This is their third possession to the Turks' one possession. So they're winning the possession battle in the first quarter. Of course, the Turks scored in 2 plays.
Porter, handoff, over the left side, and
you know what? You give me 3 or 4 yards of carry, I'm taking it all night long.
Porter's been a workhorse thus far. He runs very hard, stays low to the ground, and is very difficult to tackle.
Well,
at 5'11", 160 pounds,
I will
so he's not the biggest guy.
Sergio, number 51, has quite a big rooting section online for him tonight on turkpride.tv.
Sergio.
And just let everybody know, right now our leading nominee for our Moss defensive place.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball on the ground. Nice job by the quarterback. Anyways, our Moss defensive play of the game so far has been the interception by Breck Bush, but that can change as the day goes by.
It's early, but again, nice play by Breck a little earlier on here in the first quarter. And now we're looking at 4th down, so Coupville looks like they're giving no indication that they're going to punt. I think they're going to go for it. So
why not?
4th and 13 from the 48.
No, they're going to punt here.
Oh, no, they are punting. Punt formation. He's running around back there and finally gets it off. And it's going to take a big bounce.
Get away from that. Let it.
And they're going to draw. Oh, man, nice kick.
That is executed as well as you can execute it.
Yeah, it was.
You don't want, and Keegan Arnold did a really good job of not touching that ball. Correct. It's going to be on the 1 yard line.
The ball is on the 1. He couldn't do it any better.
Okay.
Kicker did a nice job running and carrying.
So here you go.
Space. Here I go.
Here you go.
Okay.
You're going to go with the freight train. The Feltner Express.
Oh, I think you're
over right tackle.
You're going to see
You're going to let your tight end Hayden Murphy's going to blow a hole open for him, and let's see what happens.
That's why we play the games.
Yeah.
All right, TurkPride.tv, a member of the
That is such a Ron Fairleyism on your part.
It is.
That'll get you a contract.
I need to have your negotiator work on my contract.
Yeah.
I want that big contract
you're in
like
charge
you
of
get.
finance in the district.
First down, just trying to get a little bit of...
Is that a Caden keeper?
Yeah, just trying to get a little breathing room there. Get off that 1 yard line. They get a little nervous when all of a sudden the quarterback is actually standing in the end zone.
My favorite play, the Caden keeper.
The Caden keeper.
Good for a Sultan Turks, 2nd down, I believe.
2nd down. Yes, good for a 2nd down.
2nd and 1 coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, nice gain. 9 yard gain.
I'm running a sweep. I'm running the sweep to Junior Vargas on this. See what happens.
Oh, high snap. Handoff on the right side and short gain. Probably going to be enough for a 1st down, though.
That's probably Van Pelt on the play. Yep.
There we go. And that does move the chains for the Turks.
And that's good for a Sultan. First down. 47 of you watching. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody.
So do we need to apologize in advance to the viewers and any mistakes that we may make? Or?
I'm just know
okay.
that I'm a homer.
All right. 1st and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line. Shotgun formation. Snap. Handoff on the right side.
There he goes.
Oh.
Nice tackle put in by number 3, Chase Anderson on that.
Yeah.
But that's good for another Sultan. First down.
Yeah, if they hadn't gotten that, Feltner might have been off to the races again.
I believe that was Van Pelt on that one. It could have been.
Could have been, yeah.
We don't, that extra money that we spent on cameras so we don't have spotters to tell us.
Yeah, we could have a spotter and a statistician if we didn't have to pay your big salary, I mean, we could, you want to kick down some of that salary so we can afford some of those other things?
0 times 0 is 0.
Those aren't really luxuries, Brian. Those are like basic necessities, all right? Keeper rolls to his left and throws incomplete.
Tried to get the ball to Murphy on that.
Yeah, tended for number 9, Murphy, incomplete.
Junior was open too. Matter of fact, I thought Vargas was open on that.
Yeah. All right, so looking at the upcoming schedule, Turks next week are going to be against Sammamish.
Now, have you looked and seen Sammamish record up till now?
I have not. No, we could probably.
Now, the Turks went to Sammamish last year and beat a Kinko school last year.
Yeah, Sammamish is. They can be. We'll just have to see. We'll take a look at their schedule and kind of see where they're at. They will pop out on Max.
Big,
Preps
strong, athletic.
Maybe we'll pop out on Max Preps later on and see if we can get a score for you on their matchup. No, incomplete. Nice defense there by number 23, Aiden O'Neill.
Breck Bush was the intended receiver on that.
All right, we got 3rd and 10 on the 26 for the Turks. So they definitely want to keep this drive going. Looks like the Coupville defense has kind of settled in a little bit. They kind of really got stung there. Just a 2-play drive, had a sack and then an 83-yard game.
Those defensive linemen, they're going to pin their ears back. I wonder if they're going to blitz here. But it looks like Junior's going to have one-on-one on the right. That slant's going to be open if you want to go there. But no, they give it to Feltner.
And he'll surge forward, but he'll be short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and probably a punting situation for the Turks.
Is it bad if I say I'm not punting?
No, but I think it's going to be a punt. Are we looking at adventures in punting now? Or?
No, I just don't want to punt.
I just don't want to punt. Okay.
Looks like Landon Bauer-Gailey is back there to do the punting.
To do the punting duties.
The fake is out of probably not going to happen here. Not that he's not capable. I know Landon scored a couple touchdowns in the JV game at Granite Falls on Monday. It's a fake.
Oh, here we go.
And they're going to be short.
So, yep, they are short. So both teams kind of rolling the dice a little bit. Turks going for it on a fake punt.
See, I
4th down. Coupville
I just lined up and just went for a play.
All right, so turns over the ball.
They were looking for the fake there.
And Coupville will have it 1st and 10 at the Turks' 34-yard line. So overall, the Wolves have had better field position here. They've consistently been on the Turks' half of the field here in this first quarter. Handoff. Number 23 breaks over the left side, still on his feet, in the second level and dropped. And that's Aiden O'Neill, number 23 for the Wolves. And that's going to bring up 2nd and short.
We are still in the first quarter.
We are still in the first quarter, about 3 minutes and 39 seconds to be exact in the first quarter. 2nd and 2 for the Wolves from the Turks' 26-yard line. Shotgun formation, twin backs, handoff over the right side, and dropping forward. That's going to be a 1st down, I believe. That's number 28, Mr. Porter again. Johnny Porter, 5'11".
That is such a running back name.
Johnny Porter.
Handoff to Johnny Porter. Porter on the right side.
Yeah, it is. That's great. All right. 1st and 10 at the Turks' 21 for the Wolves. Twin setbacks. Quarterback rolls to his left. Drops short and caught on his feet and in for the score.
Aiden O'Neal with his second receiving touchdown.
So
Aiden O'Neal, a 5'8" sophomore. Turks
So-
find themselves down by a touchdown for the
Yeah.
first time this year.
So far for the Wolves, O'Neal and Porter are kind of that 1-2 combination for them. And the Wolves, to their credit, nice balance between the pass and the run so far. They really are keeping the Turks off balance and not knowing what to expect.
I tell you, that play-action pass has been working for him.
It has.
And he had to juggle that ball to get it.
Yeah, he did. I thought he was going to drop it at first, but he was able to hang on. PAT upcoming, and that is no good. No good. And so it's now 13-7.
It was
Coupville.
wide left.
Just a little outside.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brian, do we have some more of our fine sponsors here on TurkPride.tv?
Well, you know, we're getting close to October, so it's PJ Pumpkin Patch
Oh,
time.
it is.
PJ's Pumpkin Patch. It's going to be back this year. Make sure you guys visit.
PJ's Pumpkin Patch. There it is right there.
And don't forget, every game we have our Moss Defender Defensive Play of the Game. We got Moss Defenders specializing in roof moss removal and treatment to preserve the look and life of your roof. We do not pressure wash roofs. Gutter cleaning, pressure washing, and arch surfaces, and siding wash.
All right, very good. Yep, getting time. Got to get your house in shape for the winter rains, which are right around the corner. It's this summer is going to end at some point, and then it's going to rain for about 6 months straight.
Here in a week or so, we'll get enough moisture that our lawns will go from brown to. Oh wait, yours is always green.
No, I didn't.
Yours is always green.
I decided to conserve water this year and kind of let it go, but it's Mother Nature it's perking back up. Let's put it this way, perking back up,
Well,
courtesy of Mother Nature.
You spend a little more time on your yard than I do on mine.
I enjoy working out there. Brian and I are almost neighbors. For those of you that don't know,
I could throw a baseball through his bathroom window.
Yeah, that's kind of concerning that you would say something like that.
With the fact that I know where your bathroom
Yeah, exactly.
window is.
That's I just
There he
didn't know
goes.
that. Hey! On his feet. And across the 45, stopped at the 47-yard line. Turks are going to have awesome field position here to begin their next drive. So both these teams have been able to move the ball, Brian. They're pretty freely moving the ball and a pretty brisk scoring here in the first quarter.
Turks are going to have to they're going to have to take over the game on the ground here.
Establish that ground game. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, they had the one quick hitter, but I mean, it was the drive obviously was over in 2 plays. So the offense really hasn't had a chance to establish themselves yet. First and 10 for the Turks. Shotgun formation, man in motion, handoff up the middle. That's Feltner. And nice gain for that young man. It's going to be a first down, gain of about 13 on the play. First and 10 for the Turks.
Feed the express, everybody.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Feltner.
Next time we come on the air, I'm gonna try to figure out what his career yardage is.
Yeah, I don't know who keeps
But
the
he's been
official
playing
stats.
here since he was a freshman. I know that.
Yeah. All right, shotgun formation. Receiver coming in motion. Hand off to Feltner again. Finds a little spot. Still on his feet. Nice gain. That's going to gain of about 8 yards. It's going to be about 2nd and 2 for the Turks. So Feltner eating up big chunks of yardage here.
So we got 2:14 left to go here in the
First
quarter, mind you. Turks behind for the first time, behind by more than 3 points. I mean, the first game of the year they were behind by 3 points for 1 second.
Well, the Turks have given up 10 more points in the first quarter than they've given up all season so far. They've only given up 3 up until now. They've given up 13 here in the first quarter. So good game thus far. I hope you're enjoying it here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Man in motion coming towards our vantage point. And going to throw it to him. And, read nicely there by the Wolves, though. Nice play by number 3, which is Chase Anderson. Nice heady play there by that young man. He had that sniffed out all the way.
Well, I'm sure their coaches have been watching TurkPride.tv.
Of course.
That is one of the, if I can see it, they're going to get filmed no matter what.
Right. Yeah. In this day and age, it's just so readily available. There's lots of different.
Go to the Huddle Cam and
Huddle
teams
Cam.
trade film, and
Teams send their own students to do filming, and I mean, we have Coupville students that are here doing filming right now, plus this broadcast, plus Huddle. There's just lots of ways of getting information. Not like the old days, right,
that
Brian?
slant's going to be open though.
Hand off. Feltner on his feet.
There goes the Express. He's going to go.
Touchdown!
Touchdown Turks. Feltner Express.
Derek Feltner. Nice play by that young man. Boy, he's very explosive. Once he can get through that the lights came on. Before he can get through that first layer, after he gets to that first layer, boy, he is off to the races.
Hey parents, the Turk fan club needs you. Yes, you. Want to help out but can't make a long-term season commitment? No problem. You can help for just a couple of hours in the concession stand at any time. Help us, help the kids.
There we go. PAT attempt here by the Turks.
And then we'll have another Windmill Espresso kickoff.
And the kick is up and good. So, the Turks are
I
now
don't
up by
watch
one.
him. I don't watch him kick anymore. So you're just gonna have
So
to. So
Brian, does that mean for those that may be doing the concession stand, does that mean that they'll be bringing you your food orders every quarter? You know, do you just like text those in and they bring them over to you? Is that part of the contract?
Well, I haven't got my butler yet.
Your valet, right?
But I did get a free Diet Coke when I got here today.
Well, you know, they see you coming and it's like they roll out the red carpet there.
Hey, we got a Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
We do.
Did you know that Windmill Espresso is one of the first supporters of TurkPride.tv? Has always been there for the TurkPride.tv crew. After each game, we, your commentators on TurkPride.tv, name a Windmill Espresso player of the game. That player receives a free drink of their choice at Windmill Espresso.
I thought Dave Moon was a part owner in Windmill Espresso with as much money as he's spent there over the years.
Well, I think he's just got direct deposit from his paycheck into Windmill Espresso.
Oh, okay, good. We'll get to that here, maybe the second quarter. So we have a surprise for you.
Oh, great.
We have a surprise for you, Brian. We have a surprise for you.
Last time you
that's
guys,
a tease.
Last time you guys had a surprise for me, it was incredible.
That's what we do. 37 seconds. That's what we call a tease in the industry. 30. Don't go anywhere.
Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up. Landon Bauer Gailey getting ready to kick off. Why don't you kick it deep this time, young man? Make him go the distance. Nope.
And another short kick. Oh, it's kind of bouncing around. And the Turks say they have it. I don't see an official indication yet. They're digging it down, and the Turks do have it. All right, so
Turks return the favor. Turnover for the Turks.
It's been an interesting kicking game thus far. The onside kicks, the short kicks, the squib kicks. But the Turks get it again, 1st and 10. Starting on the Coupville 45.
I wonder what play they're going to run.
I don't know.
Could
be a handoff to number 17, possibly.
You would think that they would just. I'm right now. I'm riding the Feltner Express until they can stop it.
Yes, you are. Well, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it or keep feeding it until they stop it. Turks are going to come out here. 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Turks leading 14-13 in a very entertaining first quarter. Very evenly matched between these two teams.
I'll tell you, they have Mr. Electric. They're one of their best defenders on him. There goes Feltner again. There goes the Express. Good for 7 yards.
And gain of about 6. I would say gain about 6 probably there. So going to be 2nd and 4.
Well, that'll hurt the average.
For the Turks, yeah, geez, that drops that 87-yard average, drops it down quite a bit. 87 yards per carry.
We're at 52 people watching. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Little momentum switch for the Turks here. Turks are up 14-13 at the end of the
first quarter.
End of the first quarter.
So what do you think? I think it was a good quarter. Very entertaining.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. So Brian, we promised something special for you here. The crack research staff, Dave, are we ready down there? The crack research staff, we spared no expense because I know at times that you've shared with us some of your exploits in high school and some of your great games that you've had. So we found a classic, right here, record breaker, special edition, 4 touchdowns in a single game. Oh, it's supposed to say Brian Atkinson. It must be a misprint. It says Al Bundy, but I thought it was Brian Atkinson. 4 touchdowns in a single game.
What that doesn't tell you is that was a street Nerf football game.
That's Brian. That's my co-host right there. You know, that's in all of his glory. All right, Brian. So anything on the chat there of notice?
Well, the staff from your local Sky Valley Resource Center, Volunteers of America, give a big shout out to our team. Go Turks. We are rooting for you. Cool. Angela, I concur. Michael Lossleben is watching, as always. Welcome to the broadcast, Michael. And he has a man crush on Gavin Geely. So just that's just the way it goes.
I see. Okay. All right.
And he does say that if anybody's Al Bundy, it's Coach Red.
That's right. This is my co-host here, Brian. I once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game in high school. Atkinson, right?
Yeah. No. Unfortunately, I came up just a little bit shy of that record.
No 4 touchdowns in one game?
No 4 touchdowns. It was 5.
It was 5. 4. That's easy, right? 4 is easy. You got to go for 5.
I did throw 3 interceptions in one game. And that was
3 interceptions in one game in high school.
That was a JV game. I think I was 3 for 3 on interceptions. They decided I was going to be a running back after that.
I see. Well, you're a big man to admit that, Brian, in front of our audience. Here
I have a face made for radio. So.
Well, I'm right there with you, so that's what I'm saying. That's why they have us here on radio instead of on video.
And I love having Matt Keeler on the broadcast with me, but Dan, I always miss you when you're not here.
Well, I appreciate that, and I do want to thank Matt for filling in for me on a first game. Like I said, I had another commitment, so I was unable to be here. So, Matt, thank you very much for filling in.
Coming up. I wonder who they're going to hand the ball to.
Oh, and it's a quick.
No, Mr. Electric's around the corner.
Oh, we got a penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be a block in the back. That's coming back, guys.
Yeah, that's too bad because that negates a great play by the Turks. But you're right, that's going to be a block in the back. That's why he was so open.
I don't necessarily agree with the call, but then I have Turk-colored glasses on everything.
Turk-colored glasses. And I know that you are on the Snohomish County officials, Christmas card list, right? Because of the love.
I have the basketball officials president of basketball. I have his business card in my wallet physically, actually, right now.
Really? Wow.
And he told me that he appreciates me.
He told you that he appreciates you?
Yeah.
Really?
When I do the basketball
Even
game.
after all those disparaging things you've said?
I stopped saying those years ago.
It's been a few years since you and I have done basketball. I do have to admit that.
I do say hashtag Turks first quite a bit, and I bite my tongue quite a bit when I disagree with the call.
Are you mellowing out in your old age? Is that what's happening?
Absolutely not.
All right, here we got 2nd and 3 from the 48-yard line.
2nd and 13, actually.
Oh, sorry, my bad. 2nd and 13. And throw, caught.
There he goes, Mr. Electric down the sideline.
Nice play.
Oh, they missed. Oh, he was wide open. Breck Bush was wide open over the middle. And if he had just thrown it into the end zone from where he was, it'd have been a touchdown.
That's all right, but Vargas will take that play. Nice gain there, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Turks.
Nice way to spin it, Caden. It's time for a Caden keeper.
Caden keeper.
We're at 51 here in the chat room.
All right, welcome one and all here to TorquePride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast here tonight. Just as much as enjoy bringing it to you.
It's going to be a sweep to the left.
Yeah, a lot of open field there on the left-hand side. Handoff, but that's down the middle. Feltner breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and drops forward for a nice gain. It's going to be 2nd down for the Turks as they're inching into the red zone.
They're about the 12 or 13-yard line.
Yep, into the red zone. It goes the Turks. See if they can punch it in here and add to their lead. Currently, leading
so
14-13.
Michael Luthleben, did you take a class from Coach Rudd? Just wondering. I know my son, who graduated in 2010.
Is he the one that said Coach Rudd is more like Al Bundy than
Yeah.
you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I absolutely loved it.
Shotgun formation by Keeler. And handoff up. Oh, nice play. And that was a delayed handoff to number 33, excuse me, for the Turks. Dave Moon's turned off our lights. It's getting hard to see here.
So Michael Lusleben says he did. He was his best student. So I'm going to ask Coach Rudd that. I'm going to get the confirmation of that for the next broadcast.
Thank you, Dave Moon. My old eyes thank you for turning on some lights here. I can actually see now.
Well, we have lights over there if we need
Oh,
them.
well, then bring them on over, man. Jeez. My eyes aren't getting any younger, David.
Welcome,
Thank you. Thank
welcome
you very
to
much.
TurkPride.tv's version of
Perfect.
old guys talk about football.
Old fat guys talking about football, right? Yeah, that's what it's all about. Two big guys talking football. Thank you, David. We appreciate that. And off.
He's around the corner. Van
And
Pelt.
he makes the turn.
Oh, I think
Almost got it.
That's going to be good for a Turk first down.
Turk first down.
Oh, Michael, you need to come do a broadcast with us. I think that would be great.
All right, 1st and 6 at the 6. So 1st and goal at the 6 for the Turks. They lead 14-13 here, just a little over 9 minutes remaining until halftime. And the Turks kind of, like I said, if they can punch this one in, Brian, will start to kind of turn that momentum. It's been a lot of back and forth.
Well, Turks have done a good job in this quarter of, well, it's still a new quarter. I mean, 8:50 left to go here in the second period.
Right.
Do they do another kickoff? Oh, he's wide open. Touchdown, Turks.
Ho!
Hayden Murphy with the score.
All right, so the Turks extend their lead now to 20-13 with the PAT upcoming.
All right, so we have a invitation to Michael Losleben to come in and do a broadcast with
There
us.
we go. Come on down.
You come do the Sammamish game with us.
Now, all right, PAT here upcoming for the Turks.
Here's the guy that looks a lot like Gavin.
And the kick is, and it's a doink, and no, it does
So I
not
said he looked
make
a
it.
lot like Gavin, and then he missed it.
Now, didn't you tell me that you were going to stop talking about the kicking game?
I have to stop talking about the kicking
You
game.
really do. That's all. We blame you, Brian Atkinson, for that one.
It's all on me,
It's
guys.
your fault. We all blame you now, Brian.
I apologize, Landon. I do. I've been jinxing you.
Somebody that has the huge contract that you have, you think you could be a little more supportive of the kids.
0 times 100 is still 0.
Brian, I don't know. We may need to have an independent audit of all that just to make sure. I mean, you keep saying that, but I don't know.
You do know that there are other schools out there that have been trying to recruit me away.
Oh, look at this! What he's trying to finagle some more.
I will always do TurkPride.tv.
Well, there you go.
And I told them no. They offered a little bit of money compensation, but I told them no.
You just turned him down.
I said no.
No, you just couldn't do it.
I am not driving that far.
You couldn't do it.
I am not giving up what I have here. I can't let Dan have all the fun.
Now, however, in baseball last year, I did see a different colored uniform on you. It was red in color.
Yeah.
I did see a red uniform.
I do coach the freshman team for Lincoln High School, the state champion Lincoln High School Lynx.
There you
from
go.
Seattle.
All right, I just couldn't.
Finally, they kicked it deep.
Yeah, finally a real kickoff.
You need to pick that up, young man.
Yeah, you can't just let it roll. It's not like a punt. So, yeah, I just wanted to make our viewers aware that Brian Atkinson...
there comes the flag. It's going to be a 15-yarder for late hit because he was on the ground, and they hit him with the ball.
Yes, so, Brian, I just want to make all of our viewers aware that last year for baseball, we did see the ultimate homer in a red uniform. Not a blue uniform, but a red uniform. We have a picture of that, I think. We have several pictures of Brian in his non-Turk uniform. So
And
we're gonna hold that for we're gonna hold that over your head there,
for
Brian.
anybody that cares. My brother's the head coach for Lincoln,
I see. Look at
and
this.
and family.
I tell you, the justification that Huh? All right, here we go. 1st and 10.
So we'll see what they do here. Are they going to go to the air with the Turks up 20-13?
Now they hand it off.
That's
Right
Porter
up the
again.
middle. Yeah, Porter's been just a battering ram for them so far tonight.
Looks like for the Turks, number 7 and number 33. So number 7 is Keegan Arnold, and of course number 33 is Jonathan Van Pelt.
All right. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, yeah, we got a little jumpy out there. So, Brian, tomorrow, Washington Huskies, rated number 8 in the country, I believe, go to East Lansing, Michigan, to take on the Spartans of Michigan State tomorrow. College football. What are your thoughts there, Brian? Huskies, Michigan State. What are your thoughts?
Huskies.
Oh, Husky. Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Don't.
Don't.
That's my homer. My best
There
homer
you go.
impersonation.
There you go. I had.
That's the first down on the.
Got a flag comes in late. I had an opportunity to actually go to the Huskies in Boise State earlier this season. That was fun.
Probably going to be holding. Yeah, going to be hold. Going to be a hold against the Wolves.
And so that'll step that one off.
Oh, wait, they're talking to the captain of... Oh, yeah, it's going to be a hold. So it's going to be 1st and 20, I believe.
1st and 20. So, yeah, Huskies and Spartans tomorrow, college football, and then Seahawks against the Lions on Saturday, 10 a.m. game from Detroit. Roll out, and almost caught.
Way to hold off there, Keegan. Keegan could have just nailed him. They're going to have to get more pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback's been able to scramble and kind of have buy himself enough time to look for open receivers. That one was just slightly overthrown.
Now, just to reassure you, Dan, I'll be here for basketball too this year.
Really?
Yes.
Is your work schedule such that you can...
I'm going to do boys and girls again this year.
I see. So you're not going to be
and of course
calling in sick, are you? Or
and then I've got the Sky Valley Invitational this year.
Oh yes, that's your Super Bowl right
That's
there.
my Super Bowl.
There it is. And dropped.
Yeah, Keegan Arnold with another tackle there.
So yes, Sky Valley Invitational. What is that, like second weekend in January?
Well, it depends on where it falls.
Okay.
It's usually the first or second weekend in January.
January. Okay.
If it's too close, if it's like the first or second or third is the first Saturday in January.
And it goes to the second.
It goes to the second Saturday.
Right. Okay.
Yes, if it's the fourth or fifth or sixth, it's going to be on the
and
first
that's the Super Bowl right there for you. What is that, like 12 straight hours?
12 straight hours
12
of
straight
wrestling,
hours.
4 mats and 4 cameras, and
Oh.
me zooming, being my own producer and zooming in on
gosh.
different cameras. It's a lot of fun.
We're thinking the second Saturday in January. We're thinking, but we're not sure. We'll find out.
He's going down.
Oh, sack!
Got
Nice
him this
play.
time. Who was that masked man?
Nice pressure there. Finally, you were
Nah,
able to
looks
crawl.
like Hayden Murphy's in the bottom of that pile.
And it looks like we got now 4th down, 4th and 16 from the 30, and I would assume that they're going to punt here.
And you're going to see this rugby-style punt that they did last time.
Which worked very well,
Which,
actually.
yeah, and I'm not a big fan of the rugby-style kick, but it takes a little bit longer to... Looks like they've got their quarterback is back there.
Oh, it's high. Not
Get away from it. Get away from
deep.
it. Just let it go.
And it's going to go out at the 36-yard line for the Turks. So first down and 10. Turks start from their own 36-yard line. And we find ourselves 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second.
Well, did you
Turks
know?
leading
Did you
20
know
to
about
13.
Did you know about Envara Pharmacy?
I am a customer of Envara Pharmacy.
Yeah. Well, they know you want to have a relaxed peace of mind. To do that, we need your medications managed and prescriptions filled. The problem is getting to the pharmacy, which makes you feel worried and stressed. We believe everyone deserves to fill their prescriptions stress-free. We understand getting your prescription can be stressful, which is why we have over 50 years of combined experience transforming the lives of thousands of patients.
Yeah.
Envara Pharmacy.
Envara Pharmacy. I get my prescriptions there, and they're very
Me
very
too.
helpful, very prompt.
Me too. I got rid of the big box pharmacies.
I used to go to a larger store in the Monroe area, and I don't do that anymore. I shop local for my prescriptions, and it works out great. First and 10 for the Turks. High snap. Keeler gets it. He's scrambling.
He's scrambling.
Coming back, though. Nice comeback by the Turks. And got something out of nothing there. A gain of about 4. Breck Bush
comes back to make the catch
for a 4-yard gain. So turns a loss.
You know, one thing about Breck Bush, he is a football player. Oh, my gosh, he's a football player. I love it.
There you go. That's right there from the man, Brian Atkinson. That's a ringing endorsement right there.
I was a football player.
You were. Well, 4 touchdowns in one game.
It was Nerf football in the backyard against my 4-year-old cousin. But, you know, hey.
Brian, I once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game in high school.
I won't say I was 12 years old and he was 4, and he scored 6 on me. But, you know, hey.
But, hey, don't cloud a good story with the facts. I mean, come on. Don't. Hand off. That's Feltner. Breaks to the first lane. There goes the Express. Oh,
that's going to be good for a Turk first down.
Shoestring tackle by number 8 there for the Wolves, probably saving a possible touchdown. Nice play by that young man. Just a little over 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining. Turks leading by 7, 20-13. So both teams have missed a PAT.
I believe the Turks get the ball to start the second half.
I believe that's correct.
So going down, taking these clock down to 0 or close to 0.
Yeah, you'd really love
scoring a touchdown. It'd be nice to be 2 scores ahead, getting the ball going into the second half.
Yeah, it really would. This is a key drive for the Turks right here. To, like you said, Brian, really giving them some distance and momentum.
Did I see some laundry on the ground here?
Yeah. Looks like it's being signaled against the Turks, and they're going to step that one off. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Looks like a procedure or a offsides.
First and 15 for the Turks. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Now they're going to be keying. They're going to be in this situation. They're going to be keying on number 17. I still want to see him do a sweep. Put Junior in motion, Mr. Electric, and fake the ball to Feltner, and then have him just go around the end and see how far he can take it. But you can see that they've got one of their best defenders just following him wherever he goes.
Yeah.
So they're trying to take Junior out of the game.
Hand off to Feltner, left side.
Oh, what a block. Oh, no wonder why it's such a block.
Yeah, we have most likely a holding. Yep, and against the Turks. So lots of penalties, actually. It's been a fairly sloppy game so far as the penalties are concerned.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
So you're saying that you felt the officials made an incorrect call?
Yeah.
Okay. I
don't think there
wanted to clarify that.
I don't think there was holding on that play.
Okay. That's Brian Atkinson, everyone. That's a commentary there from Brian the Coach Atkinson. All right, so we had a holding call against the Turks. Going to step it off, and it's going to be first and a mile.
Well, this
first
doesn't.
And 25 for the Turks.
This doesn't. You've still got 4 minutes. This doesn't change anything with the quick score offense. Don't panic. Don't panic. Still run the ball here.
Yep. Yeah, they got plenty of time, and a pass, and that's to Murphy. Murphy breaks the tackle, still on his feet, down the sidelines, and knocked out of bounds by number 23, but picks up about 28 yards. That's a first down.
Or you could throw it to your all-conference tight end.
There you go. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that too.
That was a nice throw on his part.
Yeah, that was. And a nice throw, a nice run by Murphy.
Now,
after the catch.
I thought he was just looking at Junior, and I didn't see that throw there. And then he came underneath with Murphy coming across, and he had enough time too. Got back in the pocket, moved the pocket a little bit, give him a little more time.
Right at just under
You
4
don't
minutes.
want to score too quickly, but
But you don't want to get too conservative either. You don't want to take yourself out of your rhythm.
Well, there's a reason I'm up here and those coaches are down there.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Because I would have ran the ball there. I wouldn't have thrown the ball there.
That's a pitch.
Oh, and that's just that end around I was talking about.
Cut back, still on his feet.
He's going to be down.
Oh, still on his feet. And almost down to about the 2-yard line, it looks like. What a run. What a run after the catch.
I've been calling for it.
Yes,
That's
you have.
the play I've been calling
That's
for.
Vargas right there, the 5'11", 185
They
pound
have been feeding.
sophomore.
They have been feeding Feltner so much that they didn't even need to fake it there. They just
No.
pitched it over and he has been running that motion the whole game.
Yeah, they're keying on Feltner, and rightfully they should, but that's opening some things up for some other stuff for Vargas and Murphy and other players.
He had a host of Turks, a horde of Turks in front of him that were blocking.
Yeah, he did have some nice downfield blocking to help.
I wanted to just say great camera work by the part of our TurkPride.tv crew on that, because that was amazing camera work.
Hand off. Yeah, we got another
That's
penalty.
coming back. He's going to come back. We're going to have another hold.
I think we need to practice on not holding this week in practice. We're going to talk about how to execute blocks without holding your opponent. Basic stuff.
How to execute blocks
without grabbing the jersey and pulling them to the ground.
So
right?
so I'm going to do a Dan Ballerism.
Yes.
The team that is going to win is going to score the most points.
I think so. I think that's a fair statement, yeah.
And I'm going to go even further and say that the team's going to win is the one is the most in shape.
Well, that's, yeah.
The best conditioned team's going to win this
The best
game.
conditioned team. I think those are right there. That's a good call right there. Good call.
And if you look at between the two sidelines,
I think that the Turks right now have a chance to, take a commanding lead. Really, a 2-score lead would be a big lead.
The way we run the ball, first and 12 and first and 2, it really doesn't. Yeah, it's the difference. There goes Feltner again. There goes the Express. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to go up to about the 5-yard line now.
Dropped. It's going to be second down. Second down and goal for the Turks. 3 minutes. 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter.
Friday Night Lights here in Sultan. We get 2 weekends in a row.
Yes, we do. Next week, again, Sammamish of Bellevue is going to come in here to Turk Field and take on the hometown Turks. That's going to be followed by 2 weeks away. First at Granite Falls on the 29th, and then at Cedar Park Christian of Bothell on the 13th.
Well, you need to mark your calendar for that Granite Falls game, because that's going to be good. They have a quarterback transfer from Lake Stevens, and he's really good.
Well, anytime the Turks and the Tigers get together, that's always
It's a black and blue bowl.
Black and blue bowl.
Black and blue bowl.
It's always good. Always good.
We're going to have a timeout, and I want to just say, what is your go-to pizza place on Sunday afternoon when we're in traffic?
Oh, I think I know, but you tell me.
Are you craving a delicious hot and fresh pizza? Look no further than Rico's Pizza and Gold Bar.
There you go.
Gold Bar. Our pizzas are made with the freshest ingredients and cooked to perfection. Whether you prefer a classic pepperoni or a unique specialty pizza, we've got you covered. Don't forget to try our famous cheesy garlic bread and calzones. They got calzones!
Calzones!
Visit us today, east side of Gold Bar on Highway 2, or call 360-793-3333 to place your order. Rico's Pizza, where every bite is an adventure. That's Rico's Pizza in Gold Bar.
I think we both know where that place is at, don't we?
I think we do.
We turn right there every day. Every night coming home and every day going to work.
So I guess the next question is that, you have so many different options to choose from to get lunch when you come to work.
Yes,
But and one of your options is Vic's Burger Shack.
it is.
Get ready for the ultimate burger experience at Vic's Burgers in Sultan. Are made with 100% beef and grilled to perfection. And I know they're my favorite.
Yeah, they are really good.
There we go.
All
2:30
right.
to go
Yeah.
to 2nd and 7 on the 7-yard line, 2nd and goal.
So this is working out just about like you wanted it, Brian. I mean, they're dropping the clock down, grinding their way out, and right here within 7 yards of the goal line. Shotgun formation, man in motion, rolling to his right, stops, throws across. Oh!
Almost picked off.
Almost picked off. Wow.
So, threw it into double coverage there.
Yep.
Aiden Murphy was double covered
Yep.
in the flat. So,
Yeah, they got lucky on that one. Got lucky on that. Could have been really bad because that could have been a pick six potentially. So that, wow, what a momentum shift that would have been.
So you're it's 3rd and 7.
2:25 remaining.
You know, do you run it here or do you pass? I say you run here and you see if you can get it closer to the goal line.
I would give Feltner a chance right here and kind of just let him see if he can bowl his way in.
Or you do play action and then hand it to Van Pelt coming across the line, which I think would be open for him right now.
Vargas is on the far right side there.
Nope, they're going to give it to Feltner. He's going to
And-
go off the tuck goal. He's getting closer.
Gonna be short. All right, it's gonna be 4th down and goal.
You go for it.
Oh yeah, got to go here.
You have to go for it down here on the.
It's about 4th and 4. 4th and goal from the 4. All right, so what do you call here, Brian? You give it to Feltner. You give it to your A train.
I'm running. I'm giving it. I'm giving it to Vargas around the end.
Okay.
I'm going to run that same play that we almost scored on earlier. I'm going to run the same play.
All right.
But that doesn't mean that's what they're going to do. There's a reason I'm up in the booth here and they're down there.
This could be the play of the half right here, Brian. Oh, big formation. They're gonna.
It's going to be a Caden keeper up the middle.
Yep. Keeper.
He's going to.
Oh, we got another penalty flag from
it's going to
behind.
come back. They're going to say the
Yep.
aiding and abetting.
Yeah, looks like that's not where you don't like to see those flags from the back judge coming in there at the
Let's
last
see
minute.
let's see what they call here.
Oh, it's assist. It must be assisting. What that is?
Now they're going to have to kick a field goal here. I really think they're going to kick a field goal.
Yeah. So that takes them back.
Oh, they declined the penalty because he didn't make it.
Ah, interesting.
So if he would have made it, that would have made it a different decision.
Interesting.
So because he didn't make it,
And it was 4th down. They turned the ball over on
right,
downs.
and so they declined the penalty,
Yep.
and
Okay.
they get the ball back, and the
Okay.
Turks don't score.
All right. Well, that could be a huge momentum shift in this game, Brian.
Now look at where the ball is. The ball is on the 1-inch line,
Yeah.
and I am going to. Oh yeah, I'm blitzing my linebackers. I am looking
Trying
at
to get
20,
a safety here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah. So here it's going to go to it. Yeah, they're going to run the ball right up the middle here. And then you're going to call a timeout. You haven't called the timeout yet. You call a timeout.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a timeout for either team has been used so far this half. So the full complement remaining. And the clock continues to run, minute 15 seconds. Pushes the ball out to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, timeout Turks.
And the Turks do
I
take
agree,
it.
Derek. I don't like that rule either.
All right. Well, it remains to be seen, but that could be a huge momentum shift here in this game. Turks were down, knocking on the door, just couldn't get it in.
It was the right play.
Mm-hmm.
It was the right play, and the officials called the pushing,
Yes.
which you go to the.
Assisting or whatever they call
You
it.
can't pull them forward. You can push. This is in college and pro. You can't pull them. You can push them,
Right.
but you can't pull them
Pull
forward.
them forward, yeah. All right. Well.
Derek, did I get that rule right?
Dun, 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 dun.
Now, Derek, did you say that Burke is 9 or 10 years old now? Really? 10, 11? I mean, really? He's in middle school? Is that what I saw posted the other day?
All right.
Give the All right, we got
We're back here, Brian.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Throw out in the flat, caught by number 3, evades the tackle, but dropped.
Landon Bauer Gailey with the tackle there. Burke the Turk is 9 now. Where does the time go?
All right. Clock continues to run. 52 seconds remaining here before half. And I think the Wolves are going to just be content to let this thing run out.
Yeah.
And go into halftime.
Well, I'm
down
surprised
by
that
7.
they didn't. They may call a timeout. They may call a timeout here after the play is over if they go to 4th down. And he's going to be good for a 1st down. So, so the clock stops. The clock stops while they reset the chains. And we're going to get ready to go into halftime.
Into halftime here.
Which means, of course, you guys will be left to your own devices.
Because Brian will be going over and getting some valet concession service, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Your contract calls for an all-you-can-eat anything at the concession stand you want.
I can have as much air as I want.
I mean, and that's going to do it as the clock runs to double zeros. At halftime, the score.
So Derek,
Turks 20.
So Derek is
Coupville
sharing a
13.
story online, and everybody needs to hear this. He was born on a Friday, and they had the Turk game on TurkPride.tv while Burke the Turk was being born in Nebraska. That's amazing.
Wow. All right, so halftime in a very surprisingly competitive and evenly matched first half.
It's a great, entertaining first half.
It was. It was very entertaining. Like I said, on paper, this looked to be kind of a lopsided affair, but boy, it sure hasn't been so far. Both teams have played very tough. So 7 points differentiate these two teams. Both teams missed an extra point, and we sit at 20-13 Turks at the end of the first half. So we're going to take a little break. Let you stretch your legs and
stretch my legs.
Use the facilities and get a beverage and whatever you might need to do at home and get ready for the second half.
All right, we'll be back.
All right.
See you in 15 minutes.
Goodbye.
I'm ready to go.
All right, we're ready. All right, we are back here. Just about 2 minutes remaining. And I'm going to turn it over to Brian. Brian's got an interesting story that he wants to share with you here.
So during the Evergreen game, we were speculating that Derek Filtner may become Sultan's rushing leader.
Correct.
See, and I don't know. Next week we'll try to figure out how many yards he's at. He's a senior this year. He did play as a freshman. He didn't start as a freshman.
Right.
But he was actually a receiver when he was a freshman. But back in 1970, 71, 72, Sultan had a Randy Carberry was the
Wow.
was the they called him the fullback back then, but he's just the everything back. And during those 3 years, Sultan was 23-4. So now state playoffs didn't begin until 1973. So freshmen weren't allowed to play high school football until 75 or 76. Okay, Randy was 5'9" and about 170 by his senior year, but he was strong and he fast and he had good vision. There was good. He had a great line, but he was strong enough that even at his size, he often broke tackles and had long touchdown runs. His average carry was pretty high, especially for a fullback.
Yeah.
And back then they ran the ball a whole lot more. Sultan used a double tight end full house T. If you don't know, that just means there's 3 backs in the backfield and 2 tight ends. So you have the center, the guards, the tackles, and the tight ends all up on the front.
Yep.
And then you have the three backs in the backfield. So the 72, he got enough attention that the halfbacks got lots of carries too. So you give it to him again and again and again and again. And so Randy got a lot of attention, so the other backs, of course, got lots of yardage too. The 72 team was undefeated and so dominant that Randy had games of 10 carries or fewer, but he scored 4 touchdowns. They then got shut, and then they would shoot him down to keep from running up the score. So he could have had a whole lot more. Okay, but they there was no running clock back then either. For example, Sultan beat Langley. Now South will be 76-0 that year. 9 players, including some linemen, scored touchdowns. That might have been Randy's lowest-scoring game of the season because they just kept giving it to other people, and he was on the sidelines.
Wow.
The first play of his sophomore year, this was his first play as a varsity player. He had a 50-yard run. The final score was 6-0 over Linden at that game. And Linden's always been pretty good.
Yeah, Linden's always had a good program.
His single season rushing record was broken by Josh Mann in the early 2000s. I think it could be fairly close to 1,800 yards. Josh Mann was a very good running back for the Turks. And somebody went to a lot of work, my secret researcher. I did a lot of scouting, saw all the games on 60mm films, and he actually were in person for the games against Linden and Langley.
Wow.
Linden was pretty tough. The alumni go on to say that Randy may have been the best player that they've ever seen, and I concur. He's been probably the best player in the Valley since 1967.
That's amazing. I mean, 5,000 yards or 4,000 yards, I should say. That's just amazing.
That 72 team is the best by far since 1960, and they were rated the number 1 team in the state from what I've heard between them, and the 72 team would have been a game between them and the 72 team. So the 60 team and 72 team would have been 50-50.
Wow.
So I didn't come to the Sky Valley till 2006.
I was 2007.
Now,
so
but I've seen a lot of the good teams that have come through here. The last team to go, the team that had to play their playoff game in Monroe. Because the field was too muddy.
Yeah, before we had turf, yeah.
And all those different teams. So any of you guys are watching, anybody that played on that team that had to play in Monroe in the rain and the mud, please go ahead and let us know who you are. Michael Lostleben, he says that his dad went to Tolt High School, which is now Cedar Crest, and he said that Randy was pretty darn good. So that's just a little alumni blast to the past.
That's awesome.
For everybody here, and I appreciate my researcher that went in and did all that.
Did all that work for us, yeah.
Thank you for doing that work for me, and I love it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Now, is it Yeah, I want to thank our special researcher for all that hard work. But, again, if we could renegotiate your contract down a little bit, we might have some proceeds that we could get somebody to do that for us full time.
Well, I can guarantee you this person got paid as much as I did to do this research.
That much?
Yeah.
Really?
0 times 100 is still 0.
So did you go over to the concession? I see you laying down. Well, you got quite a spread over there.
There's no way I was going to get past those middle schoolers to get into the
two hot
concessions.
dogs and a burger and chips and soda.
That's
Man,
not
you got
what was happening.
you got quite a spread over there, Brian. You got quite a spread.
Well, it looks like the Turks are going to get the ball. Watch out for the onside kick. We've had several of them.
It's been adventures in kicking. It really has.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of mixed extra points, and you're going to have that in the high school level.
Yeah.
Mind you that the amount of touchdowns that they've scored, and Landon has done a bang-up job. No pun intended on the last kick.
Yeah.
Because it banged up. And
I want to give a shout-out on the chat from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. My mother, Carol, is on watching the broadcast tonight. So, Mom, love you. Glad you were able to tune in tonight. Hope you enjoy it as much as we're enjoying bringing it to everybody here.
And it looks like
TurkPride.tv.
we have the usual cast of characters watching here at TurkPride.tv right now.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you being here and being a part of it. Turk's going to get the ball, and hopefully we're going to see the Feltner Express get into the end zone. We're going to make this into a 2-score game.
I think there's a good chance we'll see some more of that.
But halftime adjustments. You've got to get more pressure on that quarterback.
Other than they've had one sack, but he has not really been hurried much the whole game. So, again, Turks are going to be receiving the kickoff here to start the second half. And we are underway. And kick goes down. It's going to take a bounce and roll and roll and roll.
It's going to go out of bounds. Turks going to get the ball at the 40. That's a nice job by Breck Bush letting that go.
That's a good start right there. So 1st and 10 for the Turks.
So that's our Windmill Espresso kickoff there. And we've talked about just a lot of our different sponsors,
We've got some new sponsors this year. It's great to see new sponsors along with some old friends that are still with us.
Hey, you too can be a sponsor here at TurkPride.tv. And this is literally the best high school football broadcast in the state of Washington.
We kind of got a vested interest in saying that.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the commentators.
Oh, okay.
You can put us on mute, and it's still going to be the best.
That's yes. Okay, now I feel better than making that statement since we took ourselves out of it. All right, 1st and 10 for the Turks shotgun formation. Man in motion. It's going to hand off. It's going to be a sweep around the right side. Oh, they got it read pretty well and breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. And still on his feet.
There he goes, Van Pelt.
Oh, Van Pelt.
He's in the open. Oh, gets down to the 37-yard line.
Wow, what probably could have been a no gain just turns into a nice gain there by Van Pelt. Just would not go down.
I tell you, he should be on Dancing with the Stars the way he just went through that line.
Somehow I have a feeling he wouldn't consider that a compliment.
I think he would.
Do you think a teenager would say
I'm going
you need to be on Dancing with the Stars?
I'm going to ask him if he wants to be on
Dancing with the Stars. Okay.
I'm going to ask his mom and dad if that's okay.
Okay.
Back to 45 viewers. The Sultan Turk first down coming up.
What, are you scaring some of them away? Did you scare
It's
some people away?
they'll
come
be
and
back.
go. They'll be back. They'll come back. They always come back, right? We've got a penalty flag. And it's against it's against Coupville. I'm not sure it was
Let me see what they got going.
too many
here.
men on the field, or
Oh, heck, I take it. 1st and 5.
Well, 1st and 5. We'll move forward 5. 11 minutes and 20 seconds just underway here in the second half. Turks leading 20-13.
All right, it's time for a Caden keeper.
Caden keeper.
No. They're going to throw on this play.
Man in motion. And
Feltner up the middle.
Yeah, Feltner, nice misdirection there, and breaks forward for a nice gain.
Nice cutback on that.
It was, yeah.
So you have to, with the Turks, you have to account for each skill position. So you need to Coupville needs to give them some props on defense because they have been doing a really good job accounting for Feltner, Van Pelt, Junior, Mr. Electric,
Yeah.
Hayden Murphy. They're accounting for it. Matter of fact, I've seen Hayden Murphy double teamed sometimes.
Well, other than the first run that Feltner had, which kind of stirred him up there real quick, they've done a pretty good job in containing him after that big run he had there on the first drive of the evening. On the flat.
That's a rush.
And it's going to be a gain of about 5, probably, maybe 6.
So they're softening up the middle a little bit, and then they're just getting them tightened up, and then they're going to the outside. If you watch how the Turks are doing their offense, they're going in the middle, then they're going outside. They're going running, then they're passing. They're mixing it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it was me, if I could get 3 or 4 yards of carry, I'm running the ball up the middle every time. But like I said, there's a reason I'm up here and those coaches are down there.
You've mentioned that several times. Yeah, that's the reason why.
Well, I'm the highest scorer in my NFL, in my Nerf football
in your
league
Nerf
in my
football
backyard
league?
as a 6-year-old. No, I was the only person playing, but I was the highest scorer.
Oh, high snap. And
Yeah.
Keeler goes down.
He did a good job just keeping that play from being even more negative.
Yeah.
Back over the 50 mark.
All right. So 3rd and 11 now, just under 10 minutes remaining here in the third. Turks leading 20-13.
Make sure you're getting your burritos from Maria's Mexican food in the 4 lanes.
In the 4 lanes, yes. I know where that's at.
Those burritos are so good. Oh my goodness.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, 3rd and 12 for the Turks. From the 25-yard line, shotgun formation for Keeler. Handoff on the left side.
Oh, what a cutback!
Feltner, tripped him up.
That might be good for a Sultan first down, though.
I think it is. He was going to make it to the house there and got tripped up just at the last moment.
So they just need, right now, the Turks need to make that defensive line for Coupville tired.
And this has been a nice drive, nice opening drive for the Turks. Again, eating up some time on the clock, primarily running the ball on the ground, couple of short passes.
And we have had some adventures with the snap again today.
But
it's been better than it was a couple weeks ago.
Now, you're not going to talk about the kicking game anymore, are you, right, and jinx us?
Oh, I'll probably talk about Landon because he's one of my favorite players.
Yeah. You just can't help yourself.
They're all my favorite.
You just can't help
They're all my favorite players.
Yeah.
Landon's my favorite.
Okay, we got an encroachment on the defense here against Coupville.
There's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Da, 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 da.
The Turks looking to go 3-0. Coupville giving up a 1-score game coming into the second half. Your paper didn't say that was going to happen.
No, it didn't. Like I said, on paper, this game looked to be a pretty lopsided affair, but that's why we play the games. Well, it's been very entertaining.
I think Coupville could have handled Vashon pretty handily themselves from what I've seen so far.
And Keeler's got it, scrambling, and he's going to be sacked for a loss.
Well, you need to get rid of that ball, mister.
Yeah, no, thus far.
It's just a smart play by Keeler. It's
been a very entertaining game so far. I think 2 pretty evenly matched teams here. One team coming in at 2-0, one team coming in 0-2. So really appeared that both the teams were going in opposite directions. But, boy, they're locking up here into a very competitive game tonight. And, again, I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy bringing it to you here on TurkPride.tv. Your home for all things.
I want to give another shout out to our camera crew and our producers again. They're just doing a snap job on all this. TurkPride.tv. You look back over the last decade and how much better and how much more quality we have each and every year.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
It's amazing.
Pull out some of the footage from 15 years ago, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Timeout by the Turks, I believe.
And again, Brian, they are all volunteers. Other than yourself, we're all volunteers, right? but your contract supersedes all of our volunteer work.
Yeah.
I just love to give you a hard time. There,
Dan
big guy.
just
Love
like
to
he
give you a
just
hard
likes
time.
to keep needling me, and I love every minute of it.
Yeah, Brian, like I said, it's, folks, we could be, we'd love to.
And if you guys
do
haven't had a
more.
chance to watch our volleyball broadcast, we have some very good volleyball.
Who is on the broadcast team for volleyball?
Well, I know Debbie's been on there for
Debbie
a while.
Ellis?
Debbie Ellis has been on there.
Debbie
and-
does
and I-
softball as well too, doesn't
And
she?
Diamond Dave Moon does
Diamond
a little bit of the volleyball.
executive producer Diamond Dave Moon does volleyball also. He's so talented. Dave Moon just just to the left of us here in the booth.
Our volleyball team is just fantastic this year, and I just love watching them on TurkPride.tv.
That's awesome. I know they've got a lot of athletes turning out for volleyball this year, so that's great. It's great to see kids getting involved again after the COVID shutdown that we had for a couple years. It's great
And
to
I
see
would
kids
show
getting
up,
involved.
and I would show up and do some soccer, but I get tired, guys.
You're just like the utility infielder. We can just plug you in wherever, Go to third base.
Look at
go
that!
to
Oh,
first.
he is so open.
Touchdown, Turks!
How did that happen? Breck Bush with the touchdown. I mean, there was literally nobody on him.
And who said keep an eye out for Breck Bush? I think I mentioned to him that tonight.
What did I say? What did I say?
You agree.
Breck Bush was a football player.
He is. You didn't disagree.
There was nobody.
You didn't disagree.
Absolutely. Touchdown Turks! I mean, he was so wide open that I didn't even get a chance to do my my call.
Just want to be sure you're giving me my props here, on Mr. Bush.
Oh wow!
All right. Well, Brian, they're here with your latest order from the concession stand.
Oh, let's see.
Would you call it in?
Let's see. I got
You texted
two
it.
slices of pizza, 2 hot dogs.
Oh, man.
Got a Turk dog over here.
You just got a spread going on over there.
There's nothing in front of me.
Don't believe him. All right. 26-13. Turks have doubled up the Wolves.
Make sure you guys are watching the banners.
PAT upcoming. Looks like the Turks are going to try to go for 2 here.
Oh, wow. They're going to try to make it into a 3-score game here.
Oh, high snap, pitch. And I don't think that one's going to work. Nope. And that's no good. So the score stays as 26-13.
Oh,
Turks up by 13. So Turks up
Mr.
by
Talek
just
is
1 or 2 scores.
looking a little worse for the wear on that. 26-13. So now the Turks are up by 13 points. So 2 scores with a chance to go down by if they kick the extra point. And you do know in high school the chances of extra points are like, right now we're looking at a 66% chance of making it is what we've been seeing today.
Adventures in kicking, right?
Now with Landon it's 90%.
There we go.
Just
Okay.
so you know.
All right. So again, I want to be sure that we make everybody aware. Next Friday night here on TurksPride.tv, the Turks are at home hosting Sammamish of Bellevue in a non-district game. That's Friday the 22nd at 7 p.m. here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. And then after that, the Turks are going to go on the road for the next two games, the 29th and the 13th. So it looks like they have a bye week in there, which will be Granite Falls and Cedar Park Christian, respectively. And then back home on Friday, the 20th of October for homecoming against the Falcons.
I may actually go and drive to Granite Falls for the Black and Blue.
Yeah, Granite Falls, that might be fun. That might be fun. Now, are you gonna wear your Turks regalia, or are you just gonna try to sneak in inconspicuously?
I'm gonna wear my Clemson Tiger gear.
Your Clemson, yeah, that's right. You're orange and black.
No, I'm not. I am. If I wear anything,
Or you can wear Monroe Bearcat stuff. They're orange and black
no,
also too.
If I wear anything, it'll be Turk blue. If not, you'll see me in my Lincoln High School red and black.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh.
Because I want to hide.
And out of bounds. All right, so we're going to get a chance to see the Wolves here.
Yeah, they're going to come out to the
7-13.
40-yard line.
7:13 remaining in the third. Turks leading 26-13.
Hey, do you know about Green Shields Industrial Supplies? Call
I
the folks
do.
at Green Shields Industrial Supply. We have a talented, experienced staff with the knowledge to find and make the right product for your project. Rigging assemblies and hose assemblies. So if you need a hose assembly in your backyard.
Yeah.
Commercial grade tools and many, many products from contractors, manufacturers, warehouses, governments, and consumers. Excavator teeth.
Yeah, Green Shields, they've been there forever up by Everett Community
Since-
College up in North
yeah,
Everett.
Since 1953.
Yeah, they've been there forever, and they are where the pros shop. All right, handoff up the middle, and short gain for the Wolves.
Van Pelt in on the stop on that.
So, Brian, we were having a conversation the other day with a colleague of mine. We were talking about college mascots. We'll continue that one here after this next play.
Back to
Roll
pass. He's going to, yep.
It's going to stop, throw across his body, incomplete. So, Brian, true or false? There is no college that has their mascot as the narwhal. The narwhal. You know what a narwhal is,
I have
right?
no idea what a narwhal
A
is.
narwhal is a whale with one horn, like a unicorn, but it's a whale.
So it's the unicorn of the sea.
Pretty much, yeah. The narwhals.
There's got to be.
Dave says he didn't know until 3 years ago. There is actually a school in New York City that has the narwhal as their mascot.
You know what my favorite high school mascot is, though, right?
A Turk.
Nope, the Spudders.
Oh, the Spudders of Ridgefield High School.
Absolutely.
That's right.
If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, that's Samwise Gamgee's favorite mascot. Nice catch.
Yeah, certain mascot names. There are interesting mascot names if you go out.
Number 34 on that receiving end of that one. That is Hunter Bronick.
.6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the third. Turks leading 26-13.
There he goes again. Oh, that's time. Good for 3 or 4 on that.
Stumbling, bumbling, fumbling forward for a couple of yards. We want to recognize our camera crew here. They're doing a great job. We have a chance to look at the feed that you're seeing there in front of us, and just a great job tonight. So we really appreciate all the students that are in the broadcast club that are here helping out tonight.
Well, looks like we got an injury timeout to be a good time to talk about. Sultan Dental Center. Dr. Fricky and his staff pride themselves on being honest, truthful, and community-centered clinicians, offering services to patients of all ages while attempting to preserve the small-town feel of Sultan. They understand that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to patient care and take great pride in creating individual plans that are attainable for the patient. We look forward to the opportunity to serve you. That's Dr. Frick at Sultan Dental Center.
Looks like we have a Turk down. I'm looking like cramps. They're rubbing his calves and pushing on his heel. I would indicate we've got somebody that's got a cramp out there. They're trying to work out. So hopefully nothing serious.
Well, I told you that you got to stay hydrated.
That's right.
See who is that? Who is that mess? Oh, that's Hayden Murphy. He'll leave for a play or two. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll stretch out. He'll be fine.
They're going to miss him in the running game, where he's just. Not only is he a great pass catcher, but he's a great blocker and a great runner, and we wish him a speedy recovery on the sideline.
Speedy recovery on the sidelines. When they're young, they recover quickly. So.
Well, he is a force on defense too, so he's going to be missed.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? We've got people that can just step right in.
Yeah, I mean, as I look over the number,
Dilger's in the game now. Over there, you can see Dilger over there on the right.
Quarterback steps up. Oh, they got it. Oh, he gets away. And a little pitch and catch and incomplete.
Yeah, the quarterback for Coupville, Logan Downs, he's pretty nifty.
He's pretty nifty. That's a good word. I like that. He's very elusive. Yeah, he's kind of, you think you got him and he just squirts away.
He's elusive like me trying to get a date for prom. I mean, which I didn't, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
I'm kidding, I did.
Brian, here's your DoorDash order. They're coming in here. And running around the left side, still on his feet.
Yeah, it's
Cutting
good for a
back.
first
Oh,
down.
yeah, nice job. Nice run there by number 23 for the Wolves. You think I'd be prepared here. That's Aiden O'Neill.
Yeah, well, we've called his name quite a bit.
We have. Aiden O'Neill has done a nice job for them. It's been him and Johnny Porter basically doing the share of the running duties here for the
This is
Wolves.
usually the spot that Coupville is. Once they've loosened you up with the run, this is where he usually sees if he can get a pass out there.
Oh, we've got a flag in the backfield.
We got a hold in the backfield.
And
Now, I called the pass there, just so you know.
all right. So
But
we've
like
got
I said, if I was any better at this, I wouldn't be up here talking about it. I would be down there
coaching. Correct.
Coaching.
Correct.
Of course, my dedication is one night a week. One night a week, every other week, instead of 6 days a week, and sometimes on Sunday.
That's right.
And like I told you, that's a hold. So now it's going to be 1st and 20 coming up.
Lots of holding calls tonight, both sides of the ball. Turks and the Wolves both have had a fair share of holding calls. I think that'll probably something both the teams will work on during practice this week.
Well, I think you need to practice on not holding.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Let's find out how we can execute blocks without holding. Yeah, we know how to hold. We just need to figure out how not to hold.
That was number 45. That is Michael Robinette.
Yeah,
He is a 6'1", 210-pound senior.
Yeah. We haven't
That's a load to take down.
Yeah, we haven't called his name tonight, but he's a good-sized kid.
Well, it's getting close to the fourth quarter. I mean, he's going to start loosening that defense up a little bit.
4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the third. Hand off to Robinette again. And over the right side, he's just pounding forward. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Wolves.
I was just making sure that the chat room was working because nobody's been
Nobody
saying
wants to chat. Nobody wants to chat with you.
No, they're probably as engrossed in the game as I am.
No.
3rd and 10. So, did Murphy make it back on the field yet? That's my first question.
Have not
I don't see him.
Seen him? No. He's probably still getting some treatment on the sidelines, getting stretched out.
Oh, it's on the Turks. That's going to be on the Turks.
That's going to be 5 more there, so it's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Wolves. Lots of penalties on both sides of the ball tonight.
Well, 3rd and 5 is a whole lot different than 3rd and 10.
It sure is.
I mean, you can run the ball here, and if you get close, you go for it on 4th down. 3rd and 10, you almost have to throw the ball.
2-down territory here for sure.
He's going to throw it. Oh, he's
got away from the pressure, throwing downfield and complete.
We haven't had a chance to really call that name, but Aiden Masterjohn was in the backfield. He is a 6'2" senior, Aiden Masterjohn, who is quite the pass rusher.
And I would anticipate the Wolves will go for it here, Brian, on 4th down, 4th and 5 at the Turks 30.
Well, down by 2 scores with getting towards the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
You almost have to go for it here.
Well, they've shown that they're willing to roll the dice. They've onside kicked.
They've done a really good, and you know what? Their passing game has been pretty good. So you're going to need to get to the quarterback pretty quick. He's going to probably roll to the left here.
Single setback, drops back to throw, and incomplete. And they'll turn it over on downs to
Who was on the defense over there? That was Breck Bush over there breaking that up. But it's more, I think that was more of the throw was not that.
A little low, yeah. It seemed like it was a little low. Difficult catch. And the Wolves turn it over on downs to the Turks. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Sultan on their own 34-yard line. 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the third. Turks leading 26-13.
Okay, now this is this drive can break. I mean, the game's not over. We still have, it can go either way still.
But this could really kind of.
You go down there, you get a touchdown here. You got a 3-score lead. You're doing well. There he goes, Feltner Express.
Woohoo!
Oh, he's gonna get right past him. He's still on his feet.
Oh, touchdown!
To the 10. Touchdown, Turks!
Wow, what a run! Nice run there. Boy, he just broke through it. He really has got some speed to where he really can turn it on once he gets through that first line of defense there. So Feltner just kind of putting an exclamation point here on things for the Turks as they pull out now to a 32-13
and
lead.
If he doesn't have 200 yards rushing this game, I don't know what.
Well,
I don't know how to count. Which I
about
probably don't.
87 in one carry. That came from about the 35, so that's about 65 yards. So he's probably getting close to 200. The majority of that, like I said, on 2 long gains.
The one thing that I've liked this game for the Turks is I have really liked that the Turks have been tested a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They've been tested on their assignments. They've been tested in the air. They've been tested on the ground. They've been tested on special teams. Because they hadn't had that happen.
No, they haven't been tested up until now. No, they've had their way pretty much. Been pretty easy sailing. And today, they got a team that's given them some pushback, and that'll make you better. I mean, you don't get better by just beating teams 40-0 and 40-0. You get better by having competitive contests. And the player for the Wolves. That number 8?
That's number 8. He's
Peyton,
getting helped off there.
Peyton Cavanis, running back, 140-pound, 5'10" senior. And we hope he's limping a little bit.
He's a captain.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a limp there. Looks like he may have tweaked an ankle or something. PAT upcoming for the Turks.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I won't watch, okay?
Yeah, okay. Don't say anything, Brian. Don't jinx the young man. And it's good. See? You don't say anything, and it's good.
Did Landon kick that?
Yeah, yes.
Guess what, everybody? I was still watching.
Yeah, see, you just can't help yourself, can you?
I
You
can't
just
help it.
can't help yourself. You just can't get out of your own way.
All right, the Turks are now up by 20 points.
Yeah, so it's definitely now a comfortable lead. I think he can start doing some different things now, and the game's got a different approach. Again, we still got a full quarter and 3 minutes to go, but you kind of have a sense that the Turks have really established themselves and are kind of on cruise control right now. How many viewers are we on there, Mr. Atkinson?
57 viewers
57.
Right now.
Well, thank you.
That's pretty good for a Friday night.
It's pretty good considering that they have to listen to us, right?
Well, they do have the mute button.
They do. That's true. They could always turn the volume down, No, we do appreciate you at all. In all seriousness, we do appreciate each and every one of you for taking time to tune in here tonight on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. We hope you enjoyed the game just as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you here again on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Kickoff upcoming for the Turks, and the Wolves will be receiving. Wolves are defending the west goal.
I think here one more score, we'll probably see Ben Dilger come in at quarterback.
Yeah, I would expect that we'll probably start seeing some substitutions.
And that's he's a different kind of quarterback, but he is electric. He is fantastic.
And kick. It's going to bounce and fielded by the Wolves. Number 3 running to his left, stops and drops. All right, where it's going to be first down.
Number 36 there for the Turks on the tackle. That is Tim Dilger, and he is a 6'2", 275-pound freshman. And he is, of course, the younger brother to Ben Dilger, who is a 6'1" quarterback, outside linebacker. He's a junior. Another player down. Remember I told you earlier about attrition.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to you about attrition.
Yeah, and conditioning. Yeah, you did say that.
You know, and these cramps and people getting hurt. And
Yeah. Well, it was start of the game tonight was quite warm. I mean, it got up into the upper 80s today, and at kickoff it was probably in the mid 80s. Now it has cooled significantly.
you know, that's Chase Anderson coming off the field for Coupville.
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy he has been a defensive juggernaut for them, and he has played the defensive back for them and has done a really good job. So that's going to be a big loss for the Wolves if he can't get back out there.
Yeah. And Coupville as a squad, again, their numbers, they don't have a huge squad of kids. You look over in the Sultan sideline, and we got a lot of extra.
What are they, a B11 school?
Yes.
You know, just one rung down below 1A?
Yeah, one below 1A and just above B8. And Coupville as a school probably has about 1,100 students, 1,200 students. Sultan has about 2,000 students.
All right, everybody. Hayden Murphy is back in the building. No, that was Ben Dilger on the tackle there. Hayden Murphy is not out there right now.
Shotgun formation for the Wolves. Quick snap. Hand off up the middle. Plowing forward for additional yardage.
Johnny Porter. Yeah, they're going to go fast now.
Yeah, they realize they need to score and score quickly. They won't have any hope of getting back into this game.
Who was that masked man?
That's Robinette. That's Michael Robinette. Again, we haven't seen him until just here in the third quarter. Mostly it's been Johnny Porter and Aiden O'Neill up until now, but Robinette starting to really carry the load, the big boy back there, number 45. Quarterback keeper, design keeper, and rolls out and out of bounds after a short gain. It's going to bring up second and about 6.
Number 54 for the Turks. Jacob Fettig.
Second and 7, probably.
Jacob Fettig, he of the strip fumble on a tackle, 89-yard touchdown run on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Couple in the game against Evergreen. He was our SharkPride.tv player of the year for the first home game of the year.
There you go. Hand off. Dancing around, number 23, and gets hit. That's 23.
That's
O'Neal.
Ben Dilger. I told you, Ben Dilger's out there. He's getting a run now, and he is.
Approaching 2 minutes in the third quarter. Turks up again 33-13, so a 20-point lead for the Turks. Wolves are driving here, though, trying to get something on the board here before the end of the third.
Now, I think they're going to run here and then go for it on the next down.
Oh, that's a handoff to Robinette. Breaks the tackle.
And he's going to be short.
He's going to be short, well short. It's going to be about 4th and 5.
I'm impressed. Robinette is he's a bruiser, all right.
Yeah, he's a big kid. Big kid, 6'1", 210-pound running back, defensive lineman. He is a senior. And again, like I said, we saw a lot of Johnny Porter, but we have not called Porter's number here in the third quarter. It has been Robinette. It has been O'Neill.
I don't see him on the sideline, so he's out there.
Roll out. And incomplete.
Oh, through his hands. The sure hands of Aiden O'Neill wasn't quite there for him.
Yeah. Yeah, O'Neill's been all over the place tonight.
These guys in the background, they want to know if you know the Muffin Man.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
The dulcet tones of Dan Buller.
Yes, that's why I don't sing.
Do you know who sings that song?
I don't. It's a children's song.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Let him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a children's song. I think it's from England. I think it's from England originally.
Just know that the Muffin Man lives on Drury Lane.
Drury Lane, yes. The Muffin Man. Hand off. Quick hitter by the Turks. And surges forward over the midfield stripe. 1 minute. 1 minute remaining in the third.
That was Junior Vargas, I believe, on the carry.
We'd like to recognize again all the great camera work being done by
It's just an embarrassment of riches for the Turks in their skill positions right now. And I love it.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot of talent out there, and so it's just a matter of how best to utilize the various weapons that they do have. I think you got to be excited about the Turks' chances this year. You know, it's got one more game, and then we'll start getting into conference contests. You know, you're going to play Sammamish next week, Brian, and then you get jumped right into Granite Falls. First league game against the Tigers. You know, that it doesn't get any bigger than that. Black and blue bowl right out of the chute. A lot of times we had that as the last game, but it's going to be the first game.
Yeah,
First league game is against Granite Falls.
Interesting that we have that, our first league game.
First league game, and then they're going to be followed up by Cedar Park Christian, who can be very up or down. I've had teams with Cedar Park that they have just been absolutely fantastic, and then they've had seasons where they've struggled. And then after that, on October the 20th, homecoming, South Whidbey here at Sultan High School on October the 20th.
And I might be bringing you the middle school's coming over and be playing here at 3 o'clock.
Really?
So I might be bringing the middle school to you on TurkPride.tv.
Well, there you go. You are just a man of many talents.
You, of course, are more than welcome to
Brian
come join me.
Atkinson coming with you at middle school football.
Oh, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than sitting in this
surprised.
seat.
I'm surprised they, you know.
Van Pelt.
Oh. And we've talked with executive producer Diamond Dave Moon many times about getting a road hog and going on the road, you know, for this, but we've just never quite made it happen.
Well, you have to get permission from the schools to go do it.
Yeah, it would take a little logistics, but you know, the Granite Falls, that might be something right there, Brian. What do you think? Black and Blue Bowl, we go take it on the road?
Yeah. I'll put a GoPro on my shoulder.
2 weeks from now, executive producer Diamond Dave Moon. Can we make that happen in 2 weeks? We're going to take it. We're going to take it on the road. We're going to go to Granite Falls and broadcast from Granite Falls. Black and Blue. He's laughing. He thinks we're joking. See, he thinks we're joking about this. Come on, Davey. Podcast from Granite Falls. Brian's up for it. Brian will do it. Brian will do anything. He'll strap a GoPro on his head. Sideline reporter Brian Atkinson here. Brian, how you doing down there? Yeah. All right. We are running headlong into the fourth quarter. Turks with the ball. They lead by 20.
You guys are real quiet out there.
13.
You got 58 of you out there, but you guys are real quiet.
Brian, it's probably because they've turned the volume down. See, they can't hear us.
It's probably a smart thing.
They said they couldn't take it anymore. Just, I can't handle it. No more. All right, so again, we do appreciate all of you taking time to be here with us on TurkPride.tv. Hope you're enjoying the game just as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. All right, both teams are back out on the field, ready to start the fourth quarter. Turks with the ball, 1st and 10 on the Coupville 41.
In the backfield with Caden Keeler.
Nice run.
Good for a good 11 or 12 yards. We do have 11 of them out there. We have 58 people out there.
Yeah, and Van Pelt's done a nice job tonight.
He is a good change of pace back, and
He is.
You know,
Feltner definitely has been the focal point, but Van Pelt's done a nice job here in the second half and kind of giving him a little break.
Remember I told you earlier that the offensive line for Sultan really needed to take a step in that direction, and you know you can't run Derek into Feltner into the ground.
No.
And as much as I want to, my offense, I'd want to be Feltner left, Feltner right. There he goes again.
Well, it's a long season too. I mean, you don't want to burn your best player.
The camera work has just been outstanding. They're zooming in and they're following the play. It's not just they're over here, they're over here. Well, this camera work tonight has been extra special, everybody.
It has. Shout out to our students in the broadcast club that are up there manning the cameras.
Getting lots of hearts. People are hearting the camera work for us.
Yeah, no, it really looks good, guys. Good job. Keep up the good work up there on the upper deck, just above our vantage point here.
And we can't do it without the intense work of Diamond Dave Moon. I mean, you and I roll in here, we put headsets on, and we pretend we know what we're doing.
Yeah, Dave's here like an hour ahead, and we just kind of saunter in like 10 minutes before the broadcast. And
no, that's what I do. You're usually here before
saunter. Yeah, well, you beat me here tonight, though. I was a little delayed.
I beat you here last week. Last time, too.
Well, I wasn't here last time. I had to take the dog for a walk before I got in here tonight. So the dog wanted to go for a walk before I could get to the football game. He said, "Dad, take me for a walk." So I had to take the dog for a walk and then jumped in the car and got here. And by golly, Brian was already here.
Yeah,
but hey, we're professional. We don't need to practice,
right,
Brian?
And the fact that the fact that we can get these kids to come join our broadcast club,
right,
and do this kind of work, with very little, just like, hey, just follow directions, guys, and you're going to be fine.
Yep.
This is gone. It's gone from the days where we were lucky to have one camera person just following the ball up and down.
Yep. Well, I was talking to Dave, and we'll continue after this play here. 2nd and 5 on the 24. 11 minutes remaining in the game. Turks leading comfortably 33-13. Man in motion.
They're going to throw on this play. Nope.
Van Pelt.
It's just Van Pelt. He's going off tackle again.
He's got that very low center of gravity. He's only 5'8", but 180 pounds. So he's low to the ground, but he's a good-sized kid. But no, Dave was remarking, we've got a lot of new students that are involved in the broadcast club. I had a couple of ones that have been with him for a long time, graduated this past year. So it's great to see new students getting involved and taking an active role in helping produce this, bringing this broadcast tonight. So we really appreciate all their hard work.
Is the quality of the broadcast. I mean, the camera work has just been fantastic tonight. And I know I keep saying that over and over again, but yeah, if you guys, I know you can't, you might be able to see me if you look at the camera that goes into the booth here, but I have a monitor in front of me, and I get to see what's happening live in front of me at the same time that it's happening, and so I get to zoom in and see what's going on.
And out to Van Pelt on the right side, and he stumbles forward for a gain of about, let's say 3 or 4.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. We are up to 60 people watching right
6-0. All right, well.
That is our high for the year so far during a football broadcast.
All right, well, welcome to you all, one and all.
And you do know that the kids go home and watch it. So
yeah,
the players go home and watch it.
Yeah, they'll review it and look at it at their leisure.
What I love is that most of them, I can walk past them in the hallway or the grocery store. They have no idea who I am, and I love that.
You can live in anonymity.
Oh yeah,
live behind the camera, Brian. Well, as we have said multiple times, we both have faces made for radio.
Definitely faces made for radio. Yeah.
Yes, yes, we do.
And bodies not made. Never mind.
No, yeah,
We'll stop.
We'll just stop.
We'll stop there.
Yeah, say no more. Say no more. All right, we've got another player down, another wolf down, and again we've had quite a few injuries. It looks like none of them really have been that serious, but cramps primarily. And again, early on in the season, you can get that. It was pretty hot at kickoff time. It definitely has cooled down significantly now. It's dropped about 20 degrees from when we started this game, but it was quite warm earlier this afternoon.
Well, these players have been playing hard. I mean,
Yeah, they have.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's been a hard. The first half was a good half.
Yep.
It was very hard fought, and
yeah, it was a 7-point game basically going into halftime. So.
Yeah, I'm very confused about that. I thought there was something different, right? So then why aren't they doing their training? Oh, it's 58. Not even we were off by a lot.
All right, so the Wolf player is stepping it off. That's number 58, which is Riley Lawless, 5'9", 200-pound freshman out there. So Lawless is leaving under his own power, which is a good thing.
that's a good sized freshman there.
It is. He's going to be a big boy here in a couple more years.
And he already is.
And it's it's good when you can get them that size and get them started as freshmen. By the time they're seniors, they're
yeah. Hope he's all right.
yeah.
You can give a shout out.
He looks a little wobbly, but he is.
We give a shout
under
out
his
to all
own
of
power.
give a shout out to all of our fans. Not our fans. I know you're not our fans, but fans watching in Coupville. Welcome to the broadcast.
Yes.
Make sure you guys
all
hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Oh!
And touchdown, Pan Pelt.
Touchdown, Turks!
And the Turks are trying to put a 40 on the board here with a PAT upcoming. It's going to be 39-13. And we got the blue lights flashing here in the booth. All right.
Well, our chat room is some kind of a flag on the play. Our chat room finally woke up.
Finally woke up.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. The Brian bunch?
No, not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite. Well, now you got third and 15. I'm still running here, but they'll probably throw the ball here. We
Yeah, the
probably
Turks-
will not see Hayden Murphy the rest of the game.
Oh, that's a reverse.
There he goes.
And he's in. Touchdown, Turks.
Let's see, who was that masked man? That is Angel Cruz Milicio. He is a 5'9" senior.
Yeah, correct.
That's a quite the run there on the outside. They kind of faked it to Van Pelt and then
So
give
Turks,
it to the next
They've been
thing.
spreading the ball all over the place. I mean, everybody's getting involved tonight, so that's great.
Well, a chance to go up 40-13 there.
Yeah,
Chance
PAT
to go up
upcoming.
by 30 points here.
So the Turks definitely starting to pull away here in what was a very close game in the first half. Turks have really showed their dominance here in the second half. And Coupville is yet to score, where the Turks have starting to kind of pile it on here.
Now we've got 8:43 left to go.
And it's good.
And how did my friend Landon do?
There you go. It's good. See, as long as you don't get involved, he does just fine. When you start making comments, then he gets all nervous and chokes up.
He does not need me for confidence, I'll tell you.
Well, yeah. I'm not sure that that's confidence that you're giving him there. I think it might be butterflies or something, but anyway. And the Turk flag bearer.
Now, just make sure you guys look at the banner on the bottom of the right-hand bottom of your screen. we have our great sponsors here at TurkFry.tv. They help us keep equipment and keep the lights on and keep everything going.
Pay your big salary.
Yeah, well, 0 times 100 is still 0. And
Invara Pharmacy and Clinic. Again, you and I are both customers there.
Yes.
They do a great job. It's great to have a full-service pharmacy here in town so that we don't have to drive into the big city.
And so if you guys, anybody's been reading the chat room, I do not own a motorcycle. So
Where'd that one come from?
yeah, I don't own a motorcycle. Sorry about that. But I'll accept the rider of that motorcycle as a nomenclature for myself.
I could see you riding a big Harley or something
That would be
like
so
that.
much. That would be so much fun. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody.
Yeah, again, we do appreciate you here spending some time here with us on a Friday evening. Hope you enjoy it just as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Kickoff, and it's a short one, fielded cleanly by the Wolves. Going to break through and over the 50-yard line and tossed out of bounds. Where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wolves from the Turks' 48-yard line.
Let's see here. Number 2, Davin Houston, a 5'10" freshman, picks that ball up.
So some younger players are getting some time there for the Wolves this evening.
So 3 straight games, the Turks at 40 points.
Yeah.
And I told you the offense was
They
good.
are. Yeah, it's my first time seeing them in person this year, and I've been impressed. Like I said, it started a little slow.
And I'm telling you, the scoring's not done yet because Ben Dilger has not come in to play quarterback yet. And he has only had 4 or 5 runs, and he scored 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
So, and he's just been a stalwart on defense. I mean, against Evergreen, he had almost 10 tackles.
Wow. Yeah, no, I've been very impressed with the Turks. They've a lot of different players have gotten involved in the offense tonight, so they've shown a lot of variety, a lot of different weapons.
There's
that
that man
they've been able
again,
to use.
Michael Robinette.
Robinette, he's a load to bring down. No mistake about that.
Still close to 40 viewers.
All right.
Thanks.
And handoff. Number 5 breaks free over the left side.
That might be good for a first down.
Adrian
That is
Cunningham.
Adrian Cunningham, a 5'9" sophomore.
Yeah, we've seen some of the younger players getting time and opportunities now. However, Logan Downs, the senior quarterback, still out there guiding the offense for the Wolves.
Well, you cannot underestimate the power of playing time in these games, especially when you get into later on in the season. And you need to get your 2s playing time because you never know when they're going to be pressed.
Never know.
Oh,
Never know when an injury might happen.
oh, that's Dilger. That's
yeah, nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage there for the Turks. Loss of
Timothy Dilger. Now I told you he's a 6'2" freshman that's on that loss on that play. And the
Handoff.
defensive line has been doing a really good job but that's a good push by the offensive line there for the Wolves.
7 minutes to go in the 4th period.
Oh, I wonder. I think they're going to throw here.
Back to pass. Out in the flat and short. Incomplete.
Pass intended for Malachi Somes. He's a 5'10" sophomore.
4th and 8 for the Wolves. And they'll obviously go here.
You know, I had to watch the Vashon game on NFHS Network, and the difference between watching this game on TurkPride.tv and watching that game, is night and day.
Really?
I mean, even had the volume off and did my own commentary, of course, but
So you turned off the volume and you talked to yourself. You did your commentary to yourself?
yes,
Oh, okay.
I talked to myself.
I,
Yes.
I just were you so you were practicing your craft, basically.
yeah.
Yes, you were honing your craft. All right. But
I've had
tones.
I've had some health issues lately that have made it really hard for me to get through these broadcasts, and I had to practice a little bit.
Gotcha.
Just to make sure I could enunciate my words.
There you go. You just gotta put in the time.
Because I mean, I had English is my first and only language, but I tend to talk with a drawl sometimes.
Still doesn't mean that it's not a challenge, even though it's your one and only language, right?
That's right.
All right. Coming up to 6.5 minutes.
Turks are 6.5 minutes away from going 3-0.
Yeah, and I think it's been a while since we've said that.
4th and 9 coming up, so a big play for the Wolves here to see if they can keep the balls on the ground.
The dribbler.
He's going to throw that. He's just going to run.
Tuck and run, and he's out of bounds.
Yeah, and he's going to be short, I believe. Let's see if is that good for a first down. No, he's going to be just short. So I believe it's going to be Turk ball.
And yes, gonna turn it over on downs. And the offense is going to come on for the Turks with 6:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
You get a game like this, and our TurkPride.tv player of the game. I mean, where do you go?
Yeah, yeah. There's so many potential candidates out there.
Breck Bush with the interception. Breck Bush with the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden Murphy with his great blocking today.
Van Pelt
was just
very well tonight. So yeah, there's a lot of obviously Feltner is probably your most obvious candidate, but there's been a lot of others that have really contributed tonight. It's been a very
and Ben Dilger is in at quarterback.
There you go.
There he goes.
There goes Dilger. Oh, still on his feet. Wow.
I told you.
Yeah, kid's a load to bring down. Taking it down to the 41-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 for the Turks. So nice job there by that young man.
He's just a different
different change of pace.
He's a different change of pace, and he can throw it too. He's got a good arm. I've seen him throw it. Oh, is it coming back? Looks like
it looks like they're marching it back. That's too bad. It negates a nice run there by the young man.
Unfortunately, I got to be a fan there for a moment and didn't see the flag.
So you got lost in the moment there.
It's a good thing they don't kick me out of here for making mistakes. Oh, we got no signal.
Oh, we've got no signal. There we go. Now we're back. All right, we had just a little technical difficulty. We switched over.
Yeah, we'll
to
be
a
back.
Different camera.
Guarantee we'll be right back. There we go. So what do you do here? I'd like to see him throw here, but I'd also like to see him get 10 yards. There he goes again.
And he's still on his feet. Woo-hoo!
And he's right where he would have been otherwise.
Pretty much, yeah.
I told you. He touches the ball, things happen. And
yeah, he's got definitely very quick feet. Nice job by that young man with a big gain for the Turks. Boy, it's great when you've got a backup that can come in and contribute immediately.
Well, his biggest contribution has been on defense this year, but he did the same thing last week against Vashon. And he did the same thing against Evergreen. He got in the game in the fourth quarter at quarterback, and he led the team down to a touchdown.
That's great.
So, like I said, they're not done. They're not done scoring. They're going to score again. They're probably going to score again before this quarter is over. But I believe we have a timeout called by Coupville because they're tired.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Turks had 7 wins last year, which was their most wins in a while.
Quite a number of years, yeah.
So they
Looking
have a
for
chance
more.
to go 3-0.
Looking for more this year. Yeah,
You
they're
know, and
almost halfway there.
I need to go. I need to go look at the Granite Falls scores for tonight
Yeah.
to see how they're doing. Because next week we have Sammamish coming in, and that's a King Coast school, but there's a good. We went down to Sammamish and beat them last year, 21-20 or something like that, or 28-21. I mean, it was a very close game. Oh, he's got the ball again. Another high snap. We have 65 people watching the end of this game right now.
That's awesome.
So far, our Moss Defender defensive play of the day is the interception by Breck Bush. And
Yes, I would agree with that.
our TurkPride.tv player of the game is still to be determined, but I'm leaning towards Van Pelt on this.
I think Van Pelt would be a good recipient. Like I said, obviously, he hasn't had the most yards, but he's come in and really contributed here in the second half.
There he goes. That's Tim Dilger. That's the little brother.
Okay.
Yep, Tim Dilger. That's the little brother. So big brother hands it to little brother, and little brother gets 9 yards on the play.
All right, Brian, we got a score here. Granite Falls is playing Bellingham. They are ahead 32-21 right now. 32-21. Tigers over Bellingham. Looks like it's in the fourth quarter.
How's Sammamish doing tonight?
Let's take a look on Max Preps here and see if I can see that.
We'll be back here next Friday night with Sammamish, King Co. school coming in. 3rd and 3 coming up. Yeah, he's just going to run that. Oh. They're going to put Tim Dilger in the backfield.
Yeah, Sammamish is playing Evergreen, but no score on Max Preps as far as that. So, but they are playing Evergreen tonight.
We'll have to. That'll probably be a Sammamish win there.
I would think that's probably a safe bet.
All right. Well, what do you think here? I'm running the ball here. I'm going to run a sweep to the left on this. Nope, he didn't make it.
No.
He's going to be just short. That was a little off tackle, so they're going to turn the ball over on downs with 2:51 to go in the fourth quarter.
All right, so 2 minutes and 51 seconds, just under 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Turks up comfortably, 40-13. And what has been an entertaining game. I mean, it really has. Very close in the first half. Turks definitely have asserted themselves here in the second half, but
looks like we got the twos out there. The ball's on the ground. Looks like I think Dilger was able to get Tim Dilger was able to get on that.
And it's turned over to the Turks.
Let's see, there's a country song out there that goes, I may be a redneck, but I ain't a train wreck. I ain't 6 feet deep yet.
You're not going to sing for us, are you?
Yeah.
No, okay, good.
That's one of my new favorite country songs.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just embracing my roots.
You're embracing your roots.
Yep.
All right. first and 10 on the 22-yard line for the Turks. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it looks to me like they've got the twos out there on both sides of the ball here.
Yeah, I think we're getting some of the
Timeout.
Yeah, it's good to get playing time out there for the younger players for your second string. All right, so yes, coming up next week here.
Well, we've got some other things going on next week too, don't we?
Well, with other sports, or what do we got going on?
Yeah, let me see.
Well, I'm sure we probably do.
Let me make sure I get my.
Yeah, we know we got football next Friday. You know where you're going to be next Friday, right?
I'm going to be right here.
You'll be right here.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll be right here. Next Friday, the 22nd, is going to be against Sammamish here at Sultan High School.
On the 18th, we have Lady Turk volleyball versus the Northwest School.
Okay.
Varsity starts at 7. Lady Turk volleyball on the 19th versus Overlake. Lady Turk soccer versus Granite Falls will be here 6 p.m. on the 21st. On the 23rd, Lady Turk volleyball tournament will start here at 9 a.m. I think we'll be bringing you some of that action here on TurkPride.tv. Lady Turk soccer versus Seattle Academy will be on the 26th. And at the same time, we'll have Lady Turk volleyball in the gym. And on the 28th, we have Lady Turk volleyball versus Kings. That'll be a good one to watch.
Wow, so we got a full slate of activities
Dilger.
next week. Oh, almost.
Once again, that's the younger brother. That's when you're looking at the future. You're looking at next year's starters out there right now, and the future is bright for the Turks.
Yeah,
not only this season, but next season too.
Yeah, they're built up. It's taken them a few years, but they've built up a nice nucleus of some really talented players that have bought into Coach Rudd's system, and it's definitely showing out there.
Well, I'm glad Coach Rudd came back. Because for a while there it was like the football coach position here at Sultan was like the defense against the dark arts from Harry Potter. They had a new one every year for 3 or 4 years, and I'm glad that and we got Coach Murphy to come back and buy in, and that made all the differences. Those two, we've had some good coaches here. Dilger around the end, touchdown,
He's in, touchdown,
Turks, Tim Dilger. I told you they were going to score again.
Yeah, you were right. And 46. Turks are knocking at the door at their highest score.
I would think they would want to kick the extra point here, just because you don't want to run the score up too much.
Yeah.
They're up by 32 points now, so that we're not going to go to running clock.
And they're approaching their highest score. 48 has been their highest total. So the PAT, they could go to 47 here. Yeah, they're going to kick for the single point.
You need to just kick the extra point here, and then kick it deep, and then everybody goes home happy.
No, you're not going to say anything about the PAT, are you?
What PAT? I don't know.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
Excellent answer, Brian. You're learning. You're learning, grasshopper.
They're going to get a penalty here. No, what do they do? What, are we going to kick it, or are we going to go?
I don't know.
For it? Nope, we're going for 2.
Oh, jeez. Oh, they take a knee.
Yeah, that's a classic
nice
move right there. I like that.
Yeah, nice move by the Turks there, and just
they
trying not to add.
They didn't pass the ball. You put your twos in. You can't ask the kids not to be competitive.
Yep.
You can't ask them. Okay, well, let's see here.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get a replay on the screen for you guys.
All right, we're trying something new here on the fly.
Yeah, yes, we're not going to do it. We're still working on it. We're pretty soon I'm going to have a stream deck over here, and I'm going to be able to push a button and give you a 10-second replay. That's what we're working towards.
So, Brian, are you willing to give back some of your salary for us
Yeah,
to be able to
absolutely.
do that?
I'll give him 100% of my salary.
Oh, okay.
back.
All right. You heard that, Dave. You can go start. You can go crazy now. Brian's giving all of his salary back. We got more money than we know what to do with.
0 times 100 is 0.
All right. We've got just under 2 minutes remaining. 45-13. So Turks well in command here as we're going to play out this last 2 minutes of this game, and Turks are going to go to 3-0 on the season, and the Wolves will go to 0-3.
Yeah, so now, I mean, I think we're safe to say that we can pick our TurkPride.tv player of the game.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with Van Pelt.
I like Van Pelt too. I think obviously Feltner had a fantastic game, but I think Van Pelt really came in and provided.
But you
a
can
good
give it to
spark in the
give it to
second half.
Feltner almost every game,
Right.
and we will give it to him.
Oh yeah,
at least once.
Yeah,
this year.
he'll have his other opportunities. So I think Van Pelt's a good choice.
He was our offensive player of the year last year.
Yeah, I think
For
Van Pelt is a
TurkPride.tv.
good choice.
Pick that up, buddy.
And number 2's got it. He's gonna go around the right side.
Good for it. Look
Trying
at that.
to cut around the corner. He's got a little bit of room. Still on his feet. Drops his shoulder. Still on his feet. Nice run by the young man. Clear back to the 50-yard line. Wow. He came clear across field and
Who was
ran
that
about
man?
40
Who was
yards.
that masked man?
Nice play by that the young man from the Wolves.
That's Davin Houston. He is a 5'11", 135-pound sophomore. Do you think my wife would let me ride a motorcycle to Granite Falls?
No.
Just checking.
Wives don't like us riding motorcycles. They're afraid we're going to get hurt.
42 with the run. That's Dylan Robinette. He is.
Must be the younger brother, huh?
Yeah, you got. Yeah, that's the younger brother. That's another brother connection going on.
Yeah. Well, small school, you got to get the whole family involved. A minute 15 remaining here.
Make
in
sure
the
you
game.
guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll bring you all the action here. Even if you never want to watch us again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
That is right. And we'll be back a week from tonight here with Sammamish coming
That's
in.
number
Sultan High
5.
School.
That's Adrian Cunningham. He is a 5'9" sophomore.
And we're down to 35 seconds remaining. Probably about 2 more plays, and this one will be in the books. Hand off up the middle, number 42, and a cloud of dust. And we've got a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
No, that's just to get everybody.
Yeah,
in.
got to get everybody in, give everybody a chance. They're freely substituting in the players, give them just a taste of the action. All right. Clock is running again. This is going to be the last play of the game. 10 seconds remaining. Hand off over the right side.
Oh, nice tackle.
Yeah, big tackle there. And that is going, 1 second. 1 second on the clock.
Oh, no, they just did that.
And that's it.
Yeah,
And
number
it's all
83.
zeros.
So, we are in agreement that our TurkPride.tv player of the game is Van Pelt.
Van Pelt, yes.
Okay.
I think a very, very well-deserved recipient tonight.
Well,
here.
hey, thank you, everybody, for spending your Friday evening with us.
Yes.
And being a part of TurkPride.tv. We will be back in next week. We'll be bringing you some Amish. And I'll be looking into getting up to Granite Falls to see if I can bring you some.
Wow, you're going to bring us like some inside info?
Oh, looks like we got 2 seconds left to go here. Looks like we're
Oh,
going
they put 2 seconds back on the clock. We were a little premature. 2 seconds back on the clock.
They're going to, yeah, Coupville called their last time out.
All right, they're going to.
So we're not quite done
They're
yet.
going to let their players. They can let their younger players get one
Nothing
more
wrong.
chance.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah, our clock operators wanted to get the game done. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
What is that? Number
And
4.
off and a reverse and a tackle in the backfield. That will do it. And the final score: Sultan Turks 46,
53.
Coupville Wolves 13.
That was. I don't have a number for that one. So.
All right, so please be sure to join us here 1 week from tonight, here as the Sultan Turks take on Sammamish.
Thank you for being a part of our broadcast, and for all of our sponsors here at TurkPolly.tv. Dan, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Diamond Dave Moon and the wonderful camera work
And
that's
cast
been
of
done.
thousands.
And hashtag Turks First.
And we say good night.
Good night.